Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome. W's. Here we are. Sorry, the camera will appear in 1 second, okay? Just because I was on the previous stream. Here we go. W's. Welcome to the stream, guys. Let's go, W's Ion. Welcome, everyone. We are back here watching another football match. And it's going to be Palmeiras versus Ahly, Egypt. And let's get the chat right up right now here on my phone. Hi, Clicks. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. W's everyone who's attending this match. Let's go. Hopefully, we get an actual good game. Not a, bad one. And we already actually started here, which is good. It was just because my stream was slightly delayed before due to the other stream, But here we are, where it's only been 1 minute and 58 seconds. And it is Palmeiras versus, Palmeiras versus Ahly, Egypt. There we go. Just put the other scoreboard on. That scoreboard as well was from last night because soon there are going to be 2 games per stream. So we're going to have to, fix that. Have a couple of different scoreboards there. Yeah, I fixed the scoreboard there, CDF. Sorry, it was just because I had to start a little bit later just because of the previous stream. Yeah, W's. Let's go. W's, guys, in the chat. Like and sub up, Here we go. Ahly actually already on a break here, and it's just saved nicely by Palmeiras, who are bringing this ball forward. Let's actually get the lineups here so we can read them out to you guys. So, for Palmeiras, the lineup is Weverton, of course, and goalkeeper. Gay back again and right back. Gomez and Murillo as the defenders. We have Torres, Rios, and Moreno, and Picares as the midfield, and Estevao, Roque, and Vega as the forwards. Not many changes from the last time out. I don't think there's any changes, really, compared to the previous match. We still got Murillo, of course, in the defense there with Gay. We got Roque and Estevao, who are going to be, critical. I didn't think Roque did that good last time, but Estevao, of course, the player to watch for me for Palmeiras. Then we have, yes, exactly. So, first of all, CDF, danger player for Palmeiras is Estevao. He's very young. He's only, I think, 17. But he is very good. He's going to be joining Chelsea next season. Then for Ahly, we have El Shanawi as the goalkeeper. We have Hani, Ibrahim, Dari, Atiyat Allah as the centre-backs. Then we have Ben Romdan, Atia as the DMs. We have Zizo, Abdul Fattah, and Trezeguet as the forwards, and Abu Ali as the striker. One to watch. Trezeguet and Abu Ali, they created all the chances last time out here for Ahly against Inter Miami. But yeah, this is round 2 of the Club World Cup. We actually should clarify that on the title there. Round 2 of the Club World Cup. I cannot wait to, continue watching because the Club World Cup so far has been so enjoyable, So yeah, W's to Club World Cup. Really is an enjoyable, event. Let's go and just move this scoreboard up just a little bit so you can see it a bit better. There we go. Just a little foul there on Ahly, and this is going to be a free kick for Ahly outside of the box there. Sorry, slur on my words there, but let's continue. It looks like the foul was committed by Rios. Okay. This is going to be a W game here, guys. I do have confidence in Ahly for getting the dub here. They are very attacking, very good. Who was the most disappointing team performance in round 1? Honestly, I might actually say Ahly here, really, because they are really good. Like, I know they're good. They played well against in the Egyptian league, in their cup matches for in Egypt. The most successful team besides Real Madrid, and yeah, they were disappointing against Inter Miami. I really thought they would have took the dub there, 3-1. Of course, we always say 1 for the other score because of the fluke goal potential. Exactly like we said for Pachuca versus Salzburg yesterday. I said 2-1 initially for Salzburg. During the game, I actually changed to Pachuca, but yeah, Salzburg did commit to my prediction there. Yeah, Dortmund as well. Yeah, definitely. But Ahly, I felt like they had an easier opponent sort of to deal with there, and they didn't really capitalize on it, which was poor from them. Come on, Palmeiras, I'm, again, being neutral for this one. Ahly just headering the ball over. It's going to be a goal kick here for Weverton and Palmeiras. Honestly, this will be an exciting game to watch, nonetheless. Two attacking, fluent teams, You know, hopefully see a lot more goals than the first round. Imagine if Group A stays with still 0 goals on all games, you know. Because we got Inter Miami's the next game, so they're Group A, both games happening today. If there's no goals, I will be so frustrated, bro, because Group A has so much quality in it, but it's genuinely, some of the matches this Club World Cup have been really, you know, disappointing, to be honest. True, Ahly need to do better. Exactly. If they actually do win here, they'll go first with 4 points. That is crucial for them. Same with Palmeiras. If they win, first with 4 points. And it would have been, if someone gets the dub here, it will be the first goal of the Group A section there, which is surprising. Again, Group A still no goals. Your opinion, Atleti? This is just Atleti, though. I mean, it's not just in this tournament. It's genuinely all over the place. Maybe it's the red group. Who knows? Who knows? I can't believe there's been no goals in Group A. That is actually insanity to think about it. Free kick coming in by Palmeiras, and this is just nicely cleared away by Ahly. A little bit of danger there just for the goalkeeper to prevent that, and that is cleared away. That is going to be looks like a corner, maybe? No, it's going to be a goal kick, a deflection off of the Palmeiras player for a goal kick. That actually almost went in. Luckily, Ahly's goalkeeper really did a crucial save there from that free kick. Since Messi's in the group, yeah, who knows, you know. No hate to Messi. No hate to Messi, though. Gomez, yeah, just doing a nice clearance, really. I think there was a free kick, though. It is cleared straight out by Ahly. Yeah, it's a free kick given. I think there was a foul in the build-up there. A lot of Al-Ahly fans. There's actually more Al-Ahly fans than Palmeiras fans, which is very interesting. The Egyptian Kings are really getting their whole gang here, showcasing, you know, the Egyptian fan base. Though I will say once again, the stadium pretty empty. There are more Ahly fans, but the stadium's empty. Like, at least somewhat empty. There is, yeah, not many fans above the first section of the stadium, because there's like 4 levels to the stadium, I think, or 3. Yeah, and only the bottom, like, half is filled to the brim. Yeah, Fluminense and Al-Ahly fans are crazy. No hate to Messi, but Infantino does show bias. Yeah, I mean, it is proven, you know. Yeah, it's proven, definitely. Minus €1 million per goal in this group. Yeah, I know. Also, any of these teams in the group, if they qualify, will get, for the round of 16, of course, they will get a big bonus. So that is going to be something to look out for these smaller teams, you know. Getting the big bonuses will help them in the summer transfer window, signing some new players that they might not have got before. I did give an example yesterday of Salzburg. If they qualify for round of 16, they can sign a big talent for their league, you know, because round of 16 is given, I think, like 10 million euros or something. I know it's not much, but the more you qualify in those games, the more money you actually win. The more games you win as well, the more money you win. So it is a big money tournament, of course. I know some fans saying it's a bit unnecessary, but I do think it's going to be crucial, you know, in sort of bringing a little bit more talent to certain teams. This is now Ahly with the ball at the back here. It's Ibrahim. Now it is inverting here, Atia on the side. Number 6, Ibrahim. Atia. Long ball coming out by Ahly. This goes to Trezeguet. Trezeguet passes in. This is a chance for Ahly. Just trying to find Trezeguet now on the left side here. He's going to cross that ball in. And it's just cleared away by Palmeiras there. A scissor kick clearance out of the box there. I think that was by Gomez. Thrown for Al-Ahly, taken by Yassir. Number 6. Sorry, number 7. Wait. Who? What number is Yassir? Maybe they've got another name here. I think Trezeguet's name is Yassir in the show. I don't know. I swear I saw a number 6 there. Taking that throw in there. It must be Ibrahim. His name must be different on the back of his shirt. And this is now Palmeiras on a little bit of a counter-attack. It's a 2v1. And Ahly are trying to clear this up nicely. Palmeiras actually do win it back in the box. And there's a shot. It just goes over. And it's a goal kick for El Shanawi. It looks like maybe there will be a free kick given, however, to this sort of play here. Because there is a little bit of tugging by Ahly on Palmeiras player. Anthony Taylor is the referee for this match. So, yeah, very controversial referee. And he has, yeah, given a goal kick for Ahly. Both Michael Oliver and Anthony Taylor are in this Club World Cup tournament as referees. And Auckland FC budget around 6 million. Yeah, so if they get, 10 million from the win, if they get one, that's going to be great. Or I don't know how much it is for a win, not 10 million. I think it's less. But yeah, a win is definitely going to help them with purchasing some new players, developing, competing in this tournament in the future, Though I don't really know who would want to move to the league that Auckland's in because, the talent is sort of unparalleled everywhere else. So, really, it could attract some players who are just going for the, the bag. But otherwise, yeah, there's not that much competition, to be honest. That's what I'm trying to say. And some players mostly play for competition. So, if they're fine without that, that's all good, I feel like Auckland's more of a development team, if anything, trying to develop some new talent. But, yeah, they can definitely buy some new facilities, new training staff. That's all possible. And Ahly just giving the ball away right now to Palmeiras. That was a giveaway by Abu Ali. Now, Ahly winning the ball back. Ben Romdan. Abdul Fattah. Now to the right here, it's Zizo. Zizo just playing around. And this is a bit of a scrappy game, to be honest. Palmeiras now winning on the counter here. Ahly's defender is gone down. He's like on the floor, but, it's a bit of a scrappy game. Cross coming in from Palmeiras, and that is just going to go wide of everything. That's going to be a throw-in for Ahly right now. Just not going to anyone there. That cross, I think that was by Vega. The next match coming up, of course, is FC Porto versus Inter Miami. FC Porto should be really getting their first win of the tournament in that game. So we will see, of course. Smash like for football, guys. And yeah, let's just have a look at this replay here. Torres just slide tackling straight into, I think that is, who is that? I couldn't really tell who that was on the ground there. Might being Dari? I don't know. It was someone. Just slide tackling in there. I really think that Anthony Taylor should have given a free kick for that for Ahly, but yeah, it doesn't do so. That is poor refereeing again from the referee there. England international. A lot of Al Ahly and Palmeiras fans constantly jumping and chanting, I mean, this is what you love to see. You love to see the fans getting involved. You love to see, chanting, jumping. It's really showing the passion of football. Something we didn't really see in some of the games. Salzburg and I think it was Salzburg and Pachuca had the lowest attendance, I think, of the entire tournament. There's about, 100 people there in a, 30K capacity stadium. Yeah, Anthony Taylor, referee. I don't know why they picked Anthony Taylor and Michael Oliver as referees in this tournament. To be honest, I don't think they're the best referees. Your budget is $4. Unfortunate. Ion, if you can qualify as a one-man team for this tournament. If you get a win, you'll get, like 5 mil or something. I don't know what it is. Ahly just taking the throw in there. And the Eagles definitely having some possession with the ball now. This is Ibrahim, who is playing on the left. They haven't listed here as on the right, but he is playing the left side. Ibrahim with the ball. Just going to play into the center there. Dari. Now to Hani. And so far as well, Palmeiras is winning the vote, 88%. Make sure to vote up your team, guys, to see if they will win the voting. Who has the most support here. If you have any information about your team and you support them, yeah, make sure to tell me as well. Give you a shout out for your team support. But W's, nice clearance there by Palmeiras. This looks like it might be just a playback here to the goalkeeper. Going to be a goal kick for Weverton. With Estevao, it might end 3-1 or 0-0, nothing in between. Yeah, possible. there's really, Estevao is deadly. We haven't seen him touch the ball much, but, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, and this is going to be what looks like, this might be a free kick for Palmeiras. Yeah, I think it is. Estevao just drawing our free kick there. Brilliant from him. So I'm just going to turn my picture quality on my phone down to low picture quality. There we go. Yep, free kick for Palmeiras. Just waiting to see who's going to take it. Already at the 16th minute here. Time flies when you're watching football. 16th minute already. And it looks like that Palmeiras will be having... Who's this? I think this is Rios taking. No, it's Vega. 23, Vega will be taking this free kick. There we go. Ball coming in. Palmeiras trying to get to the end of that. And nice clearance there by El Shinawi. Brilliant from him. And then it's just fired actually back in by Palmeiras. And then it's just whipped straight out by, I think that was Atita Allah with the ball. And now it's back to Weverton, who is just going to retain possession up here deep into the midfield. Just pass it over to his Brazilian counterpart on the left side there. That is Murillo. Gomez. Gay. Now to the side here, it is going to be Picares trying to pass on. It looks like that Estevao has the ball. Estevao takes the shot, and it's just wide. That was almost a centimeter from going in there by Estevao. Brilliant shot by him. And he is looking deadly. Just skilled past 3 defenders there, and he's just got a 1v1 basically. I really do think that Real Madrid should have signed him instead of Endrick. But yeah, Chelsea are the lucky ones to get Estevao for their team. And yeah, that just goes wide there. Brilliant positioning by Estevao. Brilliant, shot placement. Just unfortunately, just grazes past the right side. So yeah, Estevao just unlucky to not get a goal there. And this is now going to be Ahly's goal kick here. El Shanaib just passing to Dari, who just kicks it down the field here. There's going to be a free kick for Al Ahly. Just a foul there on, it looks like, Ben Romdan. Ball being brought for the free kick. Just played quickly by Al Ahly. It's now Ibrahim with the ball. Ibrahim passing out to Trezeguet. Trezeguet just passing back here to Ibrahim. Now it is going to be El Shanawi with the ball. And El Shanawi just holding on to possession. Pass it over to the right side here, Ben Romdan. Ben Romdan passes to Atia. Atia nice and through to Abdul Fattah. Atia now back with it. Ibrahim, who's almost now playing like a left-back position. He sort of just overlapped onto the left side there. It looks like Atiat Allah has moved forward to a left wing, and Trezeguet's come inside. Definitely what we like to see, nice inversions there. This is Al Ali in the box, and just taken off there by Palmeiras, number 26, Murillo. Brilliant from him. Nice tackle. Now this is Palmeiras on a counter chance here. It's a 2v2. 2v3 now. And shot coming in, and that is just cleared away by Al Ahly. Back to Palmeiras, actually. Palmeiras still have possession here. Now it is Moreno. Just passing over to the left side here. It is Picares. Picares forward to Vega. Back to Picares. Nice one touch there. And just a little chip over by Picares, and it just doesn't reach anyone. Estevao was the target of that, but yeah, it did not reach him. Looks like there's a little bit of an injury here to Al Ahly. Looks like an elbow injury by Murillo. Against this was, it looks like to be Abu Ali, sorry. And yeah, there's just a second one there as well. Estevao, I think that's on Dari there. Yeah, just gets a little bit of an elbow injury from Estevao. Palmeiras not afraid to, shove, push, especially in the box. That's something that their play style's been shown to do, especially in that, the Porto game. Very, shoving, strong gameplay from them. This is now El Shanawi with the ball, getting a drop ball from the referee, Anthony Taylor. Now this is Atiyat Allah. Passing to Daddy. And now it is Ben Rondon, who's now on the left side. Just gives away a free kick for Palmeiras. Free kick for Palmeiras there. My finger actually just started throbbing there. I don't know why. Let's wait for this free kick here. Who's going to take? I assume Vega might take. No, it's just going to be passed back there. Nice quick one-touch back. And this is going to be now Murillo with the ball. Murillo passes up to Piquerez. Now it's Vega. Back over to Moreno. Moreno just gives a long ball over to try and reach Estevao. Good touch by Estevao. Just touches out, though. Yeah, it was a good touch. Controls fully, though, out. And this is going to be number 54 for Ahly, taking Atiyat Allah. Now passing to Ibrahim. Atiyat just comes in. Atiyat with the ball. And it is now Palmeiras with possession, just winning it back from Ahly. And that is going to be a free kick for Ahly, because Ahly do a little bit of a tackle there, and then Palmeiras just shoves straight into their player there. It looks like it is, I think, Ben Rondon down on the ground here. Yeah, Ben Rondon down on the ground. Just being, shoved in the head there. And this is going to be a free kick for Ahly. Ibrahim. And to his left, Atiyat is open. Now this is Daddy just passing over to Atiyat. Ibrahim. Dari. Now over to Honey. Honey just playing around with it really here. This is Atiyat. Ibrahim. This is what you like to see, some possession-based football, This is what we really need to see after a couple of, poor matches and stuff. What happened to the chat on the stream? Yeah, so basically this is a new format. The chat just is a bit enlarged. I mean, I'm probably going to replace it soon with, some statistical information in upcoming matches. I haven't got just time, to do it at the moment, say go. And yes, let's go W, say go. But yeah, just due to the amount of matches, I haven't got enough time really to put the statistics information on just yet, but we will get it done. Nice catch by Weverton, and this is going to be a rollout for him possibly. There is actually an appeal here to the referee for a penalty. It looks like Abu Ali's on the ground there holding his head, but I don't think it's going to be given. And now, yeah, the ball's just been kicked out here by Palmeiras, and it is just going to be checked by Anthony Taylor. And what's the time for me right now? It is currently 7:25 p.m. But the matches go, each match starts here at 7, then 10, then there's one at 1 a.m., and then there's one at 4 a.m. each day until about Tuesday next week. Then it goes like double 4 a.m., double 10 p.m. So yeah, up at different times, Trenzenguet just checking on his teammate here, Abu Ali, see if there's anything wrong with him. There is penalty appeals by the Ahly fans. No, I'm not sleepy. I'm not actually sleepy. I only woke up, like 4 hours ago. I think it was like 4 or 5 hours ago now. Yeah, so I'm not sleepy. Definitely awake. Still getting 10 hours of sleep per day or 9 hours. And yeah, just a cooling break at the moment here. In the USA, it is very hot, so I can understand the amount of cooling breaks. Though, for some reason, they keep picking stadiums as well for the later games. Inside of the Orlando and Ohio area where we're seeing, the tropical storm, the Hurricane Eric just going over. So I don't really understand that. But yeah, I guess USA can do whatever they like for the Club World Cup. You dropped you a message on Discord. Let's talk after the stream. Yeah, sure. I'll just check it now while there's just a little water break here. But we can talk after. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Wait, Saggo, can you just explain what you mean by the end thing? Because I don't know really what it means. I might just be dumb. I think I'm just being dumb, though. You can say it on the Discord if you want. So let me just see what else here. Sorry, just responding to something here, guys. Okay, we're back. And there's a chance for Palmeiras, just cleared out nicely by Ahly, and that is going to be a corner. That was quick. I did not expect that one, guys. Did not expect that at all. But yes, Palmeiras taking the first corner of the game, I think this is. We'll actually get FootMob up for this match, so we can just have a little bit of a look here at the statistics, you know, for the first game of round 2 of the Club World Cup. You know, round 2 has begun, and you love to see it. Okay, let's have a look at the statistics here. So currently, this is the first corner for Palmeiras, second corner of the game. Ahly did get one just before, now that I remember. And let's see this. So cross coming in by Palmeiras, and that is going to be headed nicely, but it is just cleared away by Ahly. And now this is a little bit of a chance for Ahly. Actually, it's a 2v2, and there is a little bit of a foul there. That is going to be nothing. Anthony Taylor says play on. Did not expect that one. So far in this game as well, Ahly have had 71% possession, whereas Palmeiras have had 29%, which shows just the dominance of the Egyptian club. You know, they're really showing a little bit of class here, a little bit of dominance. Definitely much more so than they did in the first game against Inter Miami. So hopefully they can get a goal as a reward for this, really. This is what we want to see, you know, more goals in this tournament. Trezeguet just passing back to Atia. Now it's Trezeguet again. Atia, who's moved back into the left side here. Now this is Dari with the ball. Let's also just see that. Okay, just need to respond to this, guys. Sorry, important message. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. That was an very important message there. Just had to respond to. Okay, we are back, though. And it looks like, at the moment, this is just a clearance down the field to Ahly to retain there. It actually looks like a little bit of a wasted ball, really, from the likes of Palmeiras. That was pretty wasted from the left back there, Murillo, just trying to find Estevao, but yeah, not just doing it there. Wasn't good enough of a kick down the stream, down the field. And this is going to be another cooling break, another one. Wow, how many cooling breaks there have been in this game. Guys, drop your score predictions in the chat below. So far, Palmeiras, again, 89% Ws so far from you guys. Let me know what your predictions are for this score, for this game. Smash like, smash subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, cooling break currently. So what is in my finger? My finger is like hurting so bad. Don't know. Must have been just a broken vessel or something from crashing out earlier on the other stream. But yeah, cooling break. Ahly fans are jumping up and down, though, in this heat. You know, used to it from Egypt. Palmeiras probably not as much so, though the Brazilian sun is punishing. I'm actually going to get a drink myself, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm not even going to turn cam off. That's how quick I'll be. So yeah, drop your score predictions, and I'll go rank them once I get back in 30 seconds max. Okay, I'm back. 4-2 to Palmeiras. Yeah, I definitely think it's possible, you know? Definitely think it's possible. Cooling break over. I just got here an iced latte, just so I can, you know, stay awake for longer. Let me know your favorite drinks as well, guys. Drinks, definitely. Get it. Oh, I love this iced latte, by the way. It's my favorite. Diet Coke. Yeah, I mean, my favorite drink's actually right here as well. Got another one in here. Sprite in the mini fridge. Sprite right there. I love Sprite. W drink, honestly, one of my favorites. But, yeah. Having some iced lattes lately because of the, different times changes. It's waking up and just feeling refreshed, really. This is going to be what looks like to be a free kick for Palmeiras, just where it left off, where this game left off. Sprite too sweet for you, but see the vision. Yeah, I've been drinking Sprite since I was like 6 years old. The only drink I drink, actually. I don't drink any other soft drinks. I might occasionally have a Coke, like very occasionally. But yeah, Sprite, the only soft drink, any type of drink really at a restaurant. I could be offered mango lassi, margarita, mojito, all those stuff. And no, of course, non-alcoholic. And I would be choosing the Sprite over everything. And I still will choose that all the time for the rest of my life. Sprite over any drink. Forever. Sprite is my favorite drink. Or 7-Up, 7-Up the same thing, to be honest, though. 7-Up exactly the same. There is a difference. I can taste the difference. That's how much Sprites and 7-Ups I've drank, and I can actually taste the difference between them. But yeah, they're similar, Sprite is better than 7-Up. Here's a corner for Palmeiras as well. Taking him from the left side. Just played nice and deep, actually. It looks like he played it to Gueye. And now it is going to be Gueye with the ball. Just crossing in. This is actually looking like a deep cross there. Header comes through, and that is going to be a goal kick. El Shinawi is going to be looking happy on that one. The captain of Palmeiras there, connecting with that ball. I don't actually know who the captain is. It doesn't say on FootMob, so one of you guys can correct me if to sort of educate me on who the captain is. But yeah, I can't see on FootMob or on Dazen, which is a bit unfortunate there. I don't get that. Should be able to see the captain, to be honest, but yeah. This is now Gueye with the ball. Augustin Gueye, obviously a 21-year-old, very, very professional, right-footed, from Argentina, actually, not from Brazil. He's showing, a lot of promise at Palmeiras. Definitely, I could see him, moving on to maybe a better club in Europe, because he has definitely been performing in this tournament. I have to say, he's been doing his duty. Ahly team are no joke, especially from the last game. Yeah, exactly, Nelson. First of all, welcome back to the stream, Nelson. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, this Ahly team are definitely very strong, and this is what I've been saying, because I've watched some of their games in the Egyptian League. They definitely play very attacking, fluent football. They don't really play too much possession, though. In this game, they've actually changed tactics, really, because they have currently, against Palmeiras, 67% possession to 33%, which is insanity. But yeah, they definitely play very attacking football. That's why their lineup consists of, two strikers. They've got an alternating cam who moves forward into striker. They've also got, the wing backs. They've got double wing backs who move forward into the wings. So it's actually pretty crazy lineup, I got to say. Of course, players to watch, Trezeguet and Ahly. Definitely my players to watch for this match. Estevao for Palmeiras. I just hope it's not another 0-0 for Group A, because, to be honest, Group A is looking up to be the most boring of the groups. Unfortunately, Not good. I really did have hopes with Ahly in this tournament, but yeah, missing that pen against Inter Miami. The chances they missed in that first game were pretty poor quality, but yeah, again, coming back here, looking a bit stronger, I do know that they're good, so that's why I was really surprised when they were missing some easy chances. I think it was just an off day, to be honest. Maybe not enough time training. Maybe they just came from their flight, only a few 24 hours or 48 hours to prepare for this game against Inter Miami, really. So that's probably why they didn't, perform as good. Now, Dari with the ball. Long ball out here to Ahly. Just pass it nicely back to Fathi. Now, Fathi tries to give it to his teammate there, Atia, but doesn't do so. And that's back to Everton. Nice and easy. Nice and easy pass back there. And now this is going to be back to what looks like to be Augustin Guillet. Just passes nicely to Murillo. Murillo giving a cross down, trying to find Estevao, and El Shenawy is in to retrieve that. Just passes it out to his teammates now. This is actually a good chance for Ahly because it looks like Palmeiras are really spread out over this board here. It's actually, look, red card. There is a direct red card here from Anthony Taylor. A direct red card. Just pulled out of the pocket there. What is going on with that one? Anthony Taylor just pulling out the red card immediately, and they can't believe it here, Palmeiras. This is over for them. A red card is going to absolutely hinder performance. Red card comes out against Palmeiras at the, the 36th minute. There's still a whole nother half, and that's Vega who's got it, who was crucial on the attack. He's been taking all the free kicks. Anthony Taylor here with a very, very bold decision. Let's have a look at this one. That is a very controversial decision there. He actually gets all the ball, the Vega right there with his tackle, and he just goes and hits a stud in the boot. And that's a red card, a direct one. I cannot believe that. That is a poor decision from Anthony Taylor there. That is not good at all from him. As it stands, red card for Rafael Vega. But there is going to be a VAR check. The VAR have told him that he might have made a wrong decision here. I do think he has made a severely wrong decision. That one was poor from him. And this is the type of quality, again, we see from him in the Premier League. Always trying to make it about himself there. And Anthony Taylor, again, with a very, very bad decision to add to his catalogue of bad decisions, along with Michael Oliver, of course. That is... yeah, that is not good. That is a yellow card at max. That is not a red card. And he's standing about a meter away from the decision as well. That is bad. That is not good. What is that decision from Anthony Taylor there? How's this guy a referee for a FIFA tournament as well? Why is he a referee here? Let's see what his final verdict is. He's going to announce it over the stadium. We'll hear what he says. Well, I can't hear it. I'll just see what he points to. Is this going to be a permanent red card? Let's see. Still announcing it. It's not a red card. It is going to be a yellow card. Good. Poor decision from Anthony Taylor. Good VAR reversing that one. And Vega is back on the field here, as he deserves to be. That was not great from Anthony Taylor there. It's just a studs tackle into the boot. Come on. Not shin, not up top, And I think this was the same. Did Anthony Taylor the one that made the decision against Lewis Skelly? The one where he got the red card and is reversed? Again, he's just making these bold calls, yeah. Yeah, exactly. He does the same in the Premier League. I swear he did it against Arsenal twice or something. I can't remember. It was either him or Michael Oliver. It's one of those two. But yeah, just poor decisions from him. And this is the Prem refs again. Premier League refs are not up to standard with the rest of the referees, to be honest. Unfortunately, and this is just showing in this tournament. I feel like Michael Oliver had a decent game, I do have to say. Credit to him. He did have a decent game in his one. Anthony Taylor, this is his first game I've seen him manage. I don't know if he managed one round one. I wasn't really paying too much attention to referees. But yeah, it's already controversy. Controversy from him. Yeah, exactly. And this is why I think, this is why I think with him, he really does want to be the spotlight character, the red card decision from that. He is, I'm not even joking, guys. Pretend my chair is the Anthony Taylor. He was standing there where my chair is, and I'm the player who did this tackle. I'm here. Look, I'm like a meter away from him. How does he make a bad decision from there? Come on. I think he needs glasses, maybe. Maybe he needs, goggle glasses or something. Ahly crossing the ball in, and this is going to be just kept out by, it looks like Weverton. He actually hits that out for a corner there. Unfortunately, it makes a little bit of an error. Back to the game now. Enough said about Anthony Taylor, unless he makes another stupidity of a decision there. Smash like for Anthony Taylor being dumb. Okay, here we go. Zizo's going to be taking. Zizo taking this one. Let's see. This iced coffee is goated, by the way. Here we go. Zizo. Cross coming in. And that goes so... No, that wasn't a good cross. That was not good, unfortunately. Ahly do win back possession here, luckily. So, 4 minutes left to normal time. They've got a chance here. This is now on the side here. Zizo back with the ball. And it's just passed, just short to the player there. This is now a good breakaway chance for Ahly. And it looks like... for Palmeiras. And it looks like Ahly might actually be getting a yellow card here for a little very bad foul, actually. This is actually more of a red card than the previous one. So, again, this is a yellow card here. Referee view. Yeah, it's just a shove straight on there to what looks like to be, is that... I couldn't really tell you that is Picares, maybe. Trends and Guet now with the ball, just winning it back against Palmeiras. Advantage played. Now there's a shot from Ahly from wide, and that just goes wide there. That is a long-range shot by Ahly, and that is good. Gay actually complaining here to the referee. Again, Anthony Taylor, what is he doing? He's throwing his reputation here in this game. I don't know if this is his first game being managed for the Club World Cup. If it is, he's throwing his reputation for this game here. That is a yellow card, though. I do have to say, that is a correct decision. This is, more of a red card than the previous tackle. He actually studs up into his hamstring there, Augustin Gay, and gets a yellow card for that. Every game, just zero knowledge he has. Yeah, exactly. This is going to be a corner for Zizo. The wide shot, I think, just deflects off someone, so it was on target. Didn't really see it because they didn't show a replay too much. It was a very fast shot. Zizo, corner coming in, and that is just headed away by Palmeiras. It's going to be a Ahly throw in here. The Eagles taking the throw in quickly. Cross coming in by Ahly, and there's a chance here. Very close chance, just kept into the box. Ahly takes a spin shot. Another shot by Ahly, and it just doesn't go in for them. Abdul Fattah taking both spin shots and regular shots, and that looks to be offside now. Going back, let's have a look here. Yeah, offside. The initial pass by number 13, Atia, just going offside to what looks like to be, I think that was Abu Ali. This game is going crazy, though. There's everything in this game. Referee controversy, constant attacking, and I just hope there's a goal. Because at the moment, it's looking like to be another 0-0 at half-time. And as it stands, this has been so far 2.5 games and no goals in Group A. Which I thought would have the most goals in the group, to be honest. I actually thought this and Juventus as a group would have the most goals. I actually do think that Man City might struggle against Juventus. This is a little bit of a prediction. Because Juventus winning 5-0 against Ahly. Ahly were absolutely trash. Sorry, Ahly fans, but they were just not... They were not it on that night. They could, redeem themselves against Wydad Casablanca, against Man City, but, they were not it, especially with their new signing, Rui Patricio conceding 5 on his first debut. Rui Patricio, obviously, Portugal's all-timer goalkeeper. Not for Portugal anymore, of course. But, yeah, I do think Juventus had brilliant, play there. And that is a save by Weverton, just a cross coming in there that had to be tipped away by him from Zizo. This is now Estevao on a counter-attack here, and it's just cleared up nicely by number 13, Atia. Again, he's been on the ball all the time here. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a high rating in this game. So far as it stands, the highest-rated player on the field seems to be... I think it's between two players, actually. It's between Ibrahim and Atiat Allah, and the highest-rated player for Palmeiras, of course, is going to be Rios with an 6.8. No above 7 ratings yet, unfortunately, at the moment. I'm sure we'll see one if there is a goal or an assist. This is now Victor Roque taking a shot from long range, just deflected away. Shot didn't really do anything there. Control from Estevao. Estevao passes out to his teammate, number 4, Yay. Yay, giving a nice cross, and that just is caught by El Shanawi. Who, remember, guys, I don't know if you guys were here last night. Some of you guys weren't here last night when I was reading out my predictions for who's going to get through this tournament. I'll read them out to you guys here. Let me just open up my book to where I wrote these predictions, you know. Okay, here. So, I predicted this would be the order of each table, okay? I might even make a YouTube show on this. Here's my predictions for each table. Group A, first, Porto. Second, Ahly. Third, Palmeiras. Fourth, unfortunately, Inter Miami. I'm sorry, Inter Miami. I do think you are going to be a little bit lower down on this one just because, I mean, I could be wrong again, but yeah, this is what it stands at the moment for me. B, PSG, 1, Atleti, 2, Botafogo, 3, and Seattle Sounders, 4. I do think Atleti will redeem themselves. I don't think they're going to fumble against Seattle their next game, but of course we'll see. That game is happening at 1 a.m. coming up, so it's in a couple of hours. Botafogo as well, versing PSG. That's why I do think Atleti will overtake them back into the second pole position. And then for Group C, we have Bayern first, Benfica second, Boca Juniors third, and Auckland FC last, of course. I don't think there's much controversy there. Maybe Benfica, Boca, but I do think Benfica have been, looking pretty well. For D, Chelsea first, Flamengo second, LAFC third, Esperance fourth. I think LAFC will be the best performing MLS club just because their group is a little bit weaker. Though I do think Seattle Sounders did look the best. So, I don't know. Seattle Sounders could pull an upset against Atleti. I wouldn't be surprised because Atleti have been off lately. But yeah, I could be, seeing that from them. Now, Group E, I do think River Plate will be first, Monterrey second, Inter third, and Red Diamonds fourth. River Plate look like, they could really dominate this group with their win. And I do think that Inter is going to be a big, big upset getting out in the group stage. I think Monterrey looked better than them. I'm not joking. Monterrey looked like they could have scored at least 3 more against Inter had they had a little bit more clinical finishing. Inter was not looking great in that game. I do think Monterrey are going to be a dark horse in this tournament, and you'll see. So then for the next group, Group F, I had Sundowns actually in first, Dortmund second, Fluminense third, and Ulsan Hyundai fourth. I think Ulsan Hyundai will win a game in the group. I think Sundowns actually will come first just because they got their win. They're above currently with a couple of points to Dortmund and Fluminense. But I also feel like that they've shown a lot of possessive-based football. Trenzenguet now on a counter chance here for Ahly. This is now going to the side. Number 54 for Ahly. Atiyat Allah just passing back here. This is now Abdul Fattah. Trenzenguet passing back to Ibrahim. And that is going to be a free kick, I think, for Ahly. I don't know. It's a little bit of a fall on the ground here. It looks like that maybe, there's a bit of a foul here by Piquerez. Yeah, Piquerez just fouls. That is a foul. Group G, I think Man City first. I think Juventus second. Casablanca third. And I think Align fourth. Align don't look that great in this tournament, unfortunately. Casablanca will probably dominate above them. Juventus, I think, will lose to Manchester City. Although I did say they might win. I've sort of shifted my opinion a little bit, so who knows. Though I feel like squad depth-wise, Man City is better. So just based on, squad depth, anything can happen on the day. Squad depth, new signings, Cherki, 8 Nuri. We could really see a Man City win there, though. Don't be surprised if Juventus do win. And then for Group H, Real Madrid first, Al Hilal second, Salzburg third, and Pachuca fourth. I'm sorry, Pachuca. I did think you would be winning this, getting a dub there against Salzburg. But, you didn't get the dub. If you had a draw, I would put you higher than Salzburg, but just because you got a loss there, I don't think there's any coming back really against Hilal and Madrid. I think they're going to stay with the 0 points that they have in this tournament. Unfortunately, luckily, Monterrey will represent Mexico going into the next round. I think for the round of 16... Wait, there is a chance here. This is a good chance for Al-Ahly and Trezeguet. Now with the ball, just inside the box. And that is going to be offside, okay. So, for the round of 16, here is my predictions, guys. River Plate, Dortmund. I say River Plate. Man City, Al-Hilal. Al-Hilal go through. I think that will be a big upset. I think I have to stick to my gut, the SPL football. I live here, so I'm going to represent SPL football, They played extremely well against Real Madrid. So many chances, just unlucky with the offside. Of course, you guys probably, most of you will say Man City, but, You know, it's just, I'm sticking with SPL football just to represent, you know, the league. But yeah, of course, you guys, Man City is easily an understandable action there. This is halftime now at the stadium here. Palmeiras versus Ahly at the MetLife Stadium. Let's just pause the timer. We'll reset back to the 45th minute there. Thoughts on the first half, guys? I'll give mine in a second. I'll just finish reading out, you know, my predictions for this tourney. And then we have Porto versus Atleti. I say Atleti go through because Porto, again, haven't also been looking good. Atleti's got an easy group to really get into the next round with, so I don't expect they'll go far, and I have got it here that they won't. Bayern Flamengo, Bayern will win. They're on form. They're looking great. Al Hilal Bayern in the semis, in the quarters. I would pick... Sorry, is this the semis? Yeah, sorry, it is the semis. Al Hilal Bayern, I would pick Bayern going through. Bayern are looking just too good. PSG Ahly, I say for the round of 16. PSG go through. Best team in Champions League, you know. Arguably the best team in Europe. Chelsea versus Benfica, I say Chelsea. And then we got Real Madrid versus Juventus, I say Real Madrid. And then Sundowns versus Monterrey, Monterrey will go through. PSG versus Real Madrid. PSG versus Chelsea, my bad. We got PSG going through. And then Real Madrid versus Monterrey, Ramos versus Old Club, I say Real Madrid go through. And then, of course, it is Real Madrid versus PSG. Unbiased pick, PSG. Biased pick, Real Madrid. And then for the final, it's either Bayern versus PSG or Bayern versus Real. I will say Bayern versus PSG just for an unbiased pick, and PSG will get the dub and win the Club World Cup. I mean, they should. They won the Champions League. Best team by far in Europe, and best team, I say, in the world, to be honest. But again, Real Madrid have the quality to go that far, you know. It's just about coming back, really, with, you know, Mbappe needs to be back here. He's got some gastrointestinal problem, so he can be out for another game, I think. I don't think they need him against the group stage games, but, you know, the round of 16 is where Mbappe really needs to come back and actually show his quality for Real Madrid. So let's take a look at the stats here for Palmeiras versus Al Ahly. So, sorry, just drinking up that nice drink. Also, W prediction or L prediction, guys? Let me know. I think it's a W prediction, kind of. I think it was a good prediction by me. Okay, Palmeiras currently has 35% possession. Hi, Catlejo Coleli. Hopefully I said your name right. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a nice day or evening, wherever you are. So, for Palmeiras, we have 35% possession. We have for Al Ahly, 65%. So, Ahly definitely dominating in terms of this game, you know. I do expect them to get a goal. I hope it's not going to be another 0-0. It is currently halftime, and it is 0-0. Let's hope it doesn't continue because, yeah, at the moment, Group A, no goals. Expected goals, 0.16 for Palmeiras, just because of the more, you know, defined counter-attacking plays they've had, whereas Ahly have had 0.12 expected goals. This could change, obviously, throughout the game. Total shots, 3 for Palmeiras, 4 for Al Ahly, 0 on target for both teams, 0 big chances for both teams, 0 big chances missed for both teams, 205 accurate passes for the Eagles, the Egyptian Eagles there, 91% accuracy on the passing, only 94 passes for Palmeiras, 78% accuracy. It's not looking good for Palmeiras in terms of possession, and this is bad. They're seeing that 205 to 94, and just having a higher percentage as well with that many passes. The Egyptian Eagles looking brilliant for this game. Palmeiras committed 10 fouls, whereas Ahly have committed 7. 3 corners for Ahly, whereas there's 2 for Palmeiras. So definitely Ahly, I do expect to score. I don't expect anything less of them in this game. You guys can drop your thoughts for this match at the moment. You know, provide me your insights, any of your predictions. I know some of you have already put predictions here, like Sadgo 4-2 Palmeiras. Though, you know, the stats are showing that Ahly might have the best chance of winning this game. Unfortunately for Palmeiras fans, though you guys have been voting Palmeiras 73% win possibility there. So who knows? We'll see. We'll see. We are, of course, live for every Club World Cup game as well, guys. So make sure to subscribe if you want to know about more of those. Let's actually see the next coming up games that we're going to be covering here. So for the upcoming games in round 2 of the Club World Cup, we have, of course, currently Palmeiras versus Ahly SC. Then we got Inter Miami CF versus FC Porto today at 10 p.m. my time. Then we have Seattle Sounders versus Atletico Madrid. 1 a.m. I do expect Atleti to get the dub there, but Seattle could pull off an absolute miracle here and, you know, get into the round 16. I do think Seattle have the best quality of all the MLS clubs, just based on what they've looked like, really. And it's actually surprising watching them play. And now the next game after that, 4 a.m. will be PSG versus Botafogo. I do expect PSG to get that W pretty easily against Botafogo. Again, I do expect them to go to the final. Then it's Benfica versus Auckland City at 7 p.m. The next day. I do think Benfica will get the win there quite easily against Auckland. Of course, Auckland is a semi-pro team, not an actual professional team. Flamengo versus Chelsea at 9 p.m. Then the next game after that, LAFC versus Esperance. Then Bayern Munich versus Boca Juniors. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Dortmund. Inter versus Red Diamonds. Fluminense versus Ulsan Hyundai. River Plate versus Monterrey. Juventus versus Wydad Casablanca. Real Madrid versus Pachuca. And Salzburg versus Al Hilal. And then finally, to cap off round 2 of the tournament, Man City versus Al Ain, which I expect to be a goal fest for Manchester City. So a lot of very fun games coming up, guys. I do expect, you know, a lot of goals to be shown in round 2 here, especially with some of these matchups. But again, I could be proved wrong. We could have another Group A 0-0s. You know, it's something that we don't really like. Again, it's part of football, but yeah, I'd hope it's not going to be the case here. So that is all for the first half of Palmeiras versus Al Ahly. And let's actually see, you know, I really would like to put, you know, these stats on the side of the screen here. Football game stats. You know, I'd love to put the stats up here so you guys can actually see them yourself. Because, to be honest, yeah, it would be pretty cool, you know. And let's see the summary of the stats. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I think I might try and get this one in. I don't know. We'll have to see. But W's, guys. Thank you as well, everyone who is watching, tuning in. I appreciate all you guys here on the channel. But yeah, it's halftime currently. There's only a little bit time left till the next half. Let's actually have a look here. I'll let you guys know when the next half starts. That will start in 7 minutes from now. 7 minutes until the next half starts. 7 minutes. Heat maps as well. We actually have access to heat maps now. It looks like that Ahly are really keeping the ball around the midfield here. There's a lot of heat around the central, you know, where the starting circle is. That's where most of the ball is going in possession for them. Unfortunately, Palmeiras only really got touches in the defensive half. There is almost no touches in the attacking half for them, especially near the box. That's where all the touches are occurring, and that is not looking great at all for them. I definitely expect them, you know, to get a little bit better on, you know, the plays. Hopefully the coach does improve their stuff and they don't get stuck in this little rut here where they're not getting any possession, any sort of gameplay going through, you know, because that is not looking great for Palmeiras at the moment at halftime at the MetLife Stadium here. And let's see, maybe we can get, you know, football stats live stream embed. I'll do it on the stream, you know, because we've got no time between matches, you know, guys, here. And also it's halftime, you know, always a break. Love to see it. Not that one. Maybe this? No. Okay, we have something here. It looks like Club World Cup. Wait a second. Can I embed football? Does anyone know how to embed stuff? Like, I don't know, genuinely. I'll try do it maybe after. I do want to get, like, the top stats on here for football, but Yeah, it'll be... I'll try and get that done, you know. Afterwards, I think. Might be best. W's, guys. Everyone in the chat. Yeah, halftime currently. Here at the stadium. Yeah, we'll see this. Stats. Let's go like that there. I think if I go like this... I don't know what that did exactly. There we go. Okay, so I did something there, which is good. 3 minutes until the next half, guys. I'm going to go like this, actually, and just... window like that, actually, instead. Do. 2 minutes. Maybe we should get like a timer for halftime, to be honest. Maybe I can time it on the actual widget, but I think I'll just keep it with the 45 minutes, to be honest. W so far as well. Palmeiras 67% on the poll. Ahly 33%. I do think Ahly will get this dub though, guys. Definitely. Here are the players walking out now. Here we go. Actually getting somewhere here. Okay, players walking out now. Here we go. Some fun and exciting times here for football. You can also vote for, of course, Superior Player of the Match. If you guys didn't know, you can go to DAZN's website and vote for Superior Player of the Match, which voting starts always after halftime. And here we go. Don't think there's any substitutional changes here. There might be one for Palmeiras, actually. Looks like Palmeiras might be making one substitutional change, which seems to be possibly... I think it's going to be Torres coming off, if I had to guess. I think so. There'll be Torres coming off there. I could also see, you know, Roque coming off. He hasn't been good. Roque's got the lowest rating on the game as well. He's not been, you know, showing the quality that we know he can show, Victor Roque. But, yeah, hopefully Estevao, you know, can play striker. You can bring on in the right side there, Paulinho, bring in someone like him. Bring in, you know, as well for the defense. You've, of course, got Bruno Fuchs, Roca, which did make an appearance last time out. Also, Alan. He was good when he came on. There's also another Emi Martinez. There's an Emiliano Martinez on Palmeiras' team, so I don't know what he's about, but maybe we could see him coming on for Palmeiras. But yeah, overall, definitely excited for this second half here. Second half starts in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. A lot of yellow cards as well. Taylor definitely notorious really for his card giving. So expect more cards in the next half. That's all I can say really. Expect more cards in the next half. And yeah, I can't wait for, honestly, really for the Inter Miami Porto game. That's going to be a pretty exciting one. Here are two changes coming on now. Mauricio and Lopez will be coming on. Number 42 and 18 will be coming on here. And it looks like that... Let's see what position Lopez is. So, Lopez is an attacker, yeah. So, yeah, Roque is coming off here. Roque is going to be coming off for Lopez. And Mauricio is a midfielder. So, we could see as well my other prediction, Torres coming off. Or, of course, Vega, because he's got a yellow card and he's sort of going to be crucial. So, we could see Vega coming off as well. So, let's see what the choice is here for the coach on sort of who he's going to pick off for the midfield substitution. Definitely Roque is coming off, though. 100%, guys. Roque is coming off this time. Victor Roque. Another 0-0. I mean, I just hope it's not. Okay, so it is going to be Vega coming off for number 18. There's actually another substitute coming on as well. It's going to be Picares, number 22. Oh, he's already on. Why is he lined up for the substitution change? What? He was on the field. We have Piquerez here, like, standing next to the referee, getting subbed on when he's already been on the field this whole half. Number 22, Piquerez. Yeah, I think he's just been a bit stupid there, but okay. Just doing a bit of a joke with the referee. But yes, now we go into this next half here. Palmeiras definitely keen on making a bunch of changes. Paulinho on the bench is bold. Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised he hasn't come on here for Torres. I was assuming Torres would be subbed off. And, of course, I also said Roque because they're not performing in the attack. Paulinho should have come on, really. Play Estevao, striker, Paulinho, right wing. But no, that's not the case here. Just the two other substitutes we just mentioned. Of course, Vega being subbed off. And also, Roque has been subbed off for... it was Lopez again, yeah. Lopez is decent, you know. Jose Lopez has been doing well. Alright, sorry guys, just had to sneeze there. All back. I always get allergies in my room because of Speedy. Yeah, W's guys. Thank you. Next half starting very, very shortly here. It's countdown now to about 20 seconds until kickoff. And it looks like that Palmeiras will be kicking us off. Yes, they will be. Palmeiras will be taking the kickoff here. The next half starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And referee's delayed something here. What is this? Why are their players running? Why is an Ahly player running from the... Okay, the goalkeepers were coming out late there. Okay, I see. I think one of the goalies, yeah, the goalie forgot one of his gloves in the thing, so he's just come back out here. It was like Giroud in the LAFC game. Remember, he gave the delay. It was because he actually left his shirt in the locker room. I don't think he thought he was coming on for that LAFC game. But yeah, against Chelsea, of course. But yeah, the goalie is ready now for Ahly, El Shinawi. And we are back here. Taking kickoff now is Palmeiras. Here we go. Anthony Taylor, ready to start when you are. And Anthony Taylor, you going to call it yet, bro? Just waiting on Taylor. Is Anthony Taylor genuinely okay? Why are we waiting this long? Half time. Still call it. Come on, bro. Call. Half time. Okay, there we go. Thank goodness. It took him about 20 minutes to call the second half. But here we go. We're back underway. And it's already a nice clean catch there for El Shinawi. Just a shot from immediately the half starting from Palmeiras. Just testing the goalkeeper. We actually see that tactic saw from PSG there where they just go and kick it away. They actually had to restart kickoff because they kicked the ball straight out for a goal kick. Which isn't allowed. I don't think that's a thing. You're not allowed to kick from the halfway line to a goal kick. So, yeah, definitely a weird tactic, you know, by PSG, but it is working for them. Whenever they do that tactic, I've seen them win a game. So, yeah, definitely kind of a strange one. This is now Hani passing back to El Shinawi. El Shinawi bringing the ball down the field there. Just a nice header on. And it's Palmeiras now with the ball. Palmeiras now passing out here to the left side. It is now Piquerez with the ball. Just passing back here is now Murillo. Moreno now. This is now Gomez. Yay. Murillo. Murillo now passing. And it's just lost here by Palmeiras. And then Ahly just give it away again. So now it's Palmeiras back on the chance. And this is actually a good one. Vega on the... Sorry, this is now Piquerez on the left side, and there's a little bit of a cross there, just typed out from Ahly. Lineups haven't been altered from my thing, so I have to look back on FootMob to see the thing. I think that was Piquerez crossing that in there. Of course, Jose Lopez and Mauricio are on now instead of Vega and Roque, so they are not on anymore. And now this is Palmeiras just passing at the back here. Piquerez finding Lopez. And that is a foul by Ahly. This is going to be a free kick for Palmeiras. Just outside the box on the left side here. A dangerous free kick at that. So we can see what chance really happens here. I'm not too sure what Palmeiras are really, truly like on the free kicks this close to the box, you know. We haven't seen much from them in terms like this, so we'll see what they can do. Another score, I know, this is going to be disappointing, exactly, Nelson, if we get another 0-0 in Group A. Imagine Porto and Inter Miami is 0-0 and this one 0-0. That would be... I don't even know what happens. What happens if all the games in this group are 0-0 draws? Like, what do they do? Do they go alphabetical order to decide who gets to go through? I don't know. I've never seen this before in a tournament, though. A 0-0 draw for the opening 2 games in a group and then possibly the 3rd game. Really, it's... Inter Miami have a chance to get to the round of 16 here. Really surprised by that one, you know. Definitely never had them on for a chance to get there. But if they can beat Porto tonight, and this is a 0-0, they've got all the advantage. I think they can basically get through. I think they might be completely through, actually, if they win this game and then they get a draw in their next one. Which is going to be insanity. Like, I actually can't believe that, genuinely. Mega penalty shootout. All 10 teams in group take 10 pens and top 2 go through. Yeah, I mean, that, you know, that's actually a good idea, CDF. Okay, and now this is going to be Palmeiras taking the free kick, and that's going in, and that's a goal for Palmeiras. First goal of Group A. It's not going to be a 0-0er. It's 1-0 for Palmeiras, just out of nowhere, you know. We thought that, you know, the scores, based on the stats, that Palmeiras wouldn't be really getting a goal here, but they've got the opening goal. It's now on Ahly, really, to get this one, and it looks like it might have been an own goal. We'll see. I don't think it was. We'll have to really just check here. I don't know who got the goal. Let's have a look here. So, it's just crossed in, and that is a... Is that a... Yeah, it's an own goal. It's an own goal. Own goal for Ahly. It's Palmeiras 1, Ahly 0. The substitution changes have worked, and it's actually the striker for Ahly. It's Abu Ali who scored that goal. He scored the goal there, an own goal, and it's now, yep, it's Palmeiras 1-0. He scored at the wrong end. He should have really shot at the other goal, but yeah, the Palestinian international very disappointed with himself there. And now it's going to be a kickoff for Al Ahly. Don't know what Michael Oliver's doing. Sorry, not Michael Oliver. Anthony Taylor. He's checking the goal? He's checking the goal. It's an own goal. Why are you checking it? Anthony Taylor is checking this goal here. Yeah, it was a great header, but the wrong end again. I think he was trying to clear it. Just a bit unlucky. He didn't really get enough power on that clearance. Why is this goal being checked? Why is this being checked here by Anthony Taylor? His own player pushed him. Yeah, I don't even know what this is a check for. I haven't seen the replay. I don't know if we can replay that again. Goal given. Okay. Don't know why that was being checked there, but okay. Yeah. Mr. Center of Attention, always, you know, revolving around himself there, but it is what it is. Palmeiras 1-0. Now, Al Ahly really need to get back in this one because they've got the better stats. They've got the better, you know, tempo of gameplay. Palmeiras really, their substitutions there have made a difference. It looks like, I think it was, who got the little cross in? It was Moreno who did the initial cross there. Got the 7.1 rating for that one. But yeah, the substitutes might have made a little bit of an impact there. Just a little bit of different positioning in the box. You never know. This is going to be a nice, easy pickup for Weverton. Just wasting a little bit of time there. And now he's going to probably roll this out to his right side. No, he's going to just drop kick this down the field. I guess Palmeiras might be a bit more happy to play on the counter-attack. This is now Estevao with the ball. Estevao. See, he's going to take a shot. He takes a shot from long range, and that just goes over. Very, very over the ball. The post there, sorry. That is going to be a goal kick. Oshinawi with the ball. The Palmeiras fans happy that they've scored the first goal in Group A. I mean, it had to be coming soon. Group A having to get a goal, you know. I don't believe it would even be possible to get all 0-0 draws in one group. But yeah, Group A's first goal there. 3 balls have actually been thrown onto the field. I don't know why so many balls have been thrown onto the field there. They've all been cleared off. Here we go. Goal kick. And this one's just going to be played nice and short. Hi, Kashiniko. Welcome. Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you've been doing well. This is now Ahly with the ball. This is with the ball. Ibrahim just passing now nice and easily over to Daddy. This is now with the ball. Of course, number 25, Zizo. Now over the side to Atiyat Allah. Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Hash and Nico. W's for tuning in, bro. Nice through ball there. And this is now going to be a long-range ball there to the striker there, Ahly. Just unlucky again to have scored that own goal. Now there's a cross coming in. That's not good. Weatherton just an easy catch there. The cross was actually going to no one. No one was in the box, so I don't know why there was a cross decision there made by Ahly. That was a poor decision from Ben Romdan, the Tunisian international. But yeah, it's going to be a nice defensive cleanup for Ahly. There's a little bit of a dive there by Torres, but yeah, it's just played on by the referee, Anthony Taylor, for a dive. And this is now, again, a defensive ball. Palmeiras, you guys were right, voting 64%, by the way, because as it stands, I didn't predict it. You guys had some sort of vision there, getting that prediction. So W's to everyone who voted up. Smash like if you voted up, you know. Palmeiras now, again, with the ball. And that is going to be a free kick for Palmeiras. I think that's a foul by Mattia there on, I think Torres. Yeah, Torres just gets a little bit fouled by Attia. That's a foul. Stood on his foot. Bit of an unnecessary one in itself, but regardless, another chance for a goal here. We see Palmeiras deadly on the set pieces now. So can they get one? Can they get one? Here we go. It looks like it will be a cross coming in there by Moreno. And it's actually almost... That is a brilliant header. It looks like... Don't know who headed that one. Let's just actually skip back here to have a look at this header. That is brilliant. Was that even headed? I don't know. I think this is just... This is curled straight almost in by Moreno. Yeah, almost curls it straight in. Brilliant from him. Yeah, that is crazy. I actually thought that was touched by someone. Then I had a re-look there. I just skipped back. Luckily, you can skip back on Dazin, by the way. That is amazing play there. And there's another header. That is a header there. Would have been a goal of the year. I know. That was like the most amazing curl I've seen on a ball in this tournament so far. Just completely curled by Moreno. I actually thought it was going out until, yeah, El Shanawi did have to make a save there. That was a brilliant save by him, first of all, for actually seeing that was going in. But yeah, amazing curler from Moreno, and his rating will for sure be going up more because he looks to be creating all the chances for Palmeiras at the moment here, Anibal Moreno. And this is now going back to El Shanawi. Ibrahim open on his left, and on his right is Dari open. El Shanawi actually bringing the ball very deep out into the midfield here, which is surprising. And now this is going to be crossed to the side here. It is now with the ball, Ibrahim. Passing over to Ben Rondan. Now back to Ibrahim. Over to Dari. Dari now passing up forward here. It is now Fatih. Fatih passing to Aita. As Dari now over to Ibrahim. And it is just, being played nicely around here by Ahly. There is a little bit of a tussle, and Palmeiras do win the ball out in possession. This is a good counter chance here for them. This is now long ball going through. This is passed by, I think, Mauricio, and it just goes out. Yeah, it's just too far for Picares to retain that little ball there by... Looks like it might be Rios, actually, that did that little chance there. I don't know. Couldn't really tell. This is now Ahly with the ball at the back. This is now Daddy, now passing to forward through to Fatih. Long ball out to Trezeguet. Trezeguet just trying to make some contact there, and it's no use. Now there is a little bit of a play here for Ahly, and there is a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Ahly on the attack here. Moreno is going to be the person that does the foul. At least it's a 1-0, guys. I'm happy that there's a goal in Group A. It would have not been good if there wasn't a goal, because genuinely I would have been, so disappointed in some of these teams. The quality is here. And yeah, Palmeiras have done it. They've broken the little bit of a curse here on Group A, and it's done. There is a direct free kick on goal here for Ahly. Weverton might have to make a save, because I haven't seen Ahly on the sort of direct free kicks. We saw them on the cross-in free kicks for headers, but not a direct free kick on goal. It's between Atiat Allah or Ahly might be taking this. It's between one of them. Estevao in the wall, along with some of his teammates, Rios as well. And cross coming in for Ahly, and it's just headed away nicely by Palmeiras. Estevao giving a nice through ball, and this is actually a very good chance for Palmeiras. It's basically a 1v1. It's a 2v2 here. It's now Palmeiras, and they've scored. It's 2-0 for Palmeiras. Brilliant play from them, and Ahly are gone. They're starting to be left behind in the dust. Unless they can get, close, a goal very soon, they're going to be left behind here. And it is Palmeiras 2, Ahly 1-0. Sorry, thank you for getting us goals here, Palmeiras, in this group. W's to Palmeiras. Brilliant goal there by Torres, it looks like, who gets the goal. Might actually be Lopez. Yeah, it's Lopez, sorry. Lopez, brilliant play by the whole team there, though. Estevao, I have to say, he does the initial best play here, where it doesn't actually show it on the replay, but he does a little dink back as Ahly were about to gain possession. So he really, did the whole thing there perfectly. And this goal is brilliant. It's actually a goal by a Palmeiras player, not an own goal. And what a shot there. A nice strike by Lopez there. Really just nice and finishing. And this is what I'm saying. Brilliant substitutions by the coach. Bringing off Victor Roque, who wasn't really making an impact. Lopez coming on in his place. Goal in the 46th minute. In the... What minute is this now? The 50-something minute. 58th, I think it was 57th. Sorry, he got subbed on 46, my bad. And guess what? The assist by Mauricio, who is also a substitute. So the substitutes both linking up here for this goal. The substitutes, big impact by them. I have to say, this is big impact by them. Lopez and Mauricio there, both getting an impact on the field after being subbed on. Only it's been, 14 minutes for them on the field, and they've already got a goal and an assist each. And this is brilliant play by Palmeiras, and poor play by Ahly, really on the sort of defensive there. Again, Anthony Taylor just checking the goal for some random what is happening, bro? Why does he check these goals all the time? He's checking the goal here for about 20 minutes. I don't know what this is. Something's happening here. He's checking the monitor. What? What is happening, bro? I'm having to listen. Sorry, I actually am having to listen here. I want to know what's happening here. Something's happening here, guys. I don't know. I'll give you updates on what it is. Let's see. There is 2 substitutions being made, but for Ahly, but I'm just wondering what's happening here. I just had to skip back just to hear this commentation. What is happening here? So there is 2 substitutions for Ahly. Oh, okay. I see what's going to happen. Yep. And this is common in these games now. I don't know what this is with these games. But yeah, the match is going to be... There's going to be another suspended match. It's going to be suspended again. It's going to be suspended soon again, guys. This is unfortunate. Again, another possible suspension of the game. The weather person has come out here, the FIFA official, just to check on the weather. Again, I don't know why there are so many suspensions of matches in this tournament. It is because there is a hurricane nearby, and yep, all the players going inside. This is annoying. So the game has been suspended once again. Another suspension. And this might be another game where we have to do 2 streams at the same time. Match suspended due to rain. I don't see any rain, but yeah. Can it only be sunny for football? I don't know. It's because of the hurricane, though. It's a hurricane. There is a cloud coming over the stadium here. The hurricane has been, causing a lot of lightning. That's probably why there has to be suspension here. But yeah, again, this is for attention, for your safety. We are going to have everyone leave the seating bowl area and take shelter inside the stadium because of severe weather in the area. Event staff are available. Okay, so there is severe weather. Yeah, again, suspended due to adverse weather. Severe weather, we'll call it. It's happened now 3 days in a row, guys. I don't know what this is every time. So the substitutions haven't been made just yet. The match has been suspended for severe weather. At least we got 2 goals. Though, this happened yesterday with Salzburg. They were up, I think it was 1-0 or 2. They were up 1-0. And then Pachuca get a goal immediately after the match is restarted from suspension. So the suspension does help, the teams that are down, because it really just gives them time to analyze the game a little bit more, make the proper substitutions, refresh the players, and yeah, this match is suspended currently. Severe weather effects. This is very unfortunate, guys. I don't know why it does this. I'm going to skip the time back to the 58th minute when we did get the warning for severe weather. I think it was 58-42. There we go. So, yep, this stadium has been cleared, and there is a humongous storm cloud coming over. Let's actually have a look at Zoom Earth to see the weather currently for the Hurricane Eric. So this match is being held in the... What stadium is this? I think it's MetLife Stadium, yeah? Where is MetLife Stadium? I have no idea. I think it's in New York. Just outside. New Jersey, yeah, New Jersey. Okay, it's held around there, okay. So let's go have a look. Where is it? Okay, I can see... Yeah, there is a huge storm cloud. This is the same storm cloud as yesterday. It's mainly over Ottawa now. However, its tail is covering just New Jersey area alongside Washington, D.C., Charlotte, Atlanta, Memphis, Jackson, all the way down really to New Orleans in the south. This storm cloud's tail is huge. And yeah, it's covering New Jersey at the moment. Unfortunately, it's covering MetLife Stadium. And at the moment, it is going to be a suspended match due to adverse weather once again. Match suspended, adverse weather. Okay. So yes, match suspended, severe weather. Again, guys, it will be continued today. They never cancel the game for the day. So I'm saying this now for already. There is going to be no match cancellation because... I know the other days you guys were asking, will they, cancel it? Will it be suspended to a different day? No, they always replay it on the same day. It is extremely sunny on the MetLife Stadium area. It's just that the clouds now starting to come really close to the stadium, so they have had to suspend this one. Unfortunately, But again, it is surf player safety. It is extreme weather. So, yeah, we have to always be careful about that. And let's actually already prepare, the next stream, because I feel like I'm not going to have much time between these streams. Inter Miami versus FC Porto, of course. Club World Cup. Round 2. The Inter Miami versus FC Porto game. So far, guys, thoughts on this game? If you have any, do let me know. otherwise, yeah, we're just going to wait for this match to get unsuspended like the other days. Unfortunately, we don't have any sort of methods of entertainment while we wait because I did open the card packs the other day. I will prepare the next matches, things, so then we're already ready for it, which is going to be good. Good here. Just let me get all this stuff here. Okay, there we go. Okay, just copying and pasting this. Basically, for this match, I'm just happy there's goals. I don't really mind which team wins. Of course, being more neutral. But yeah, I'm just happy there's a lot of goals, really, guys. I think that you guys will be happy too. A lot of goals in this one. And I think, it's going to be good for the games overall if there's more goals, which is what we need. And that is good. I think that is good. Yeah. FC Porto. Now this is going to be Inter Miami versus FC Porto. Portuguese football. There we go. And we also get the little Inter Miami versus FC Porto thing up and coming. Because that is obviously up and coming very soon, guys. It is going to be in around 2 hours when that match starts. Hopefully this match does get resumed by then. However, I don't really have too much hope because these matches have been suspended each for about an hour when this happens, So, yeah, we could be waiting here for a couple of hours, really. An hour 30. Like yesterday, we waited for an hour and 30 minutes before that match restarted, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, again, for player safety, I do understand. So, yeah, just we'll have to wait and see when they go and reissue this one. Hopefully, though, yeah, again, it is hopefully very soon, but we will have to wait. Downloads, okay, got that all set up, which is good as well. This Inter Miami match should be set up for the next stream, so make sure to drop a like on that one, guys, if you want to go see that. Inter Miami versus FC Porto. Hopefully we can see a goal from either teams, really, again. Don't want another 0-0-er. But, yeah, again, these games have been thrilling, We've been seeing some goals here for this Palmeiras game. So, definitely, the last few games, honestly, have been pretty better than the start ones. I will say the quality has improved over time for this tournament, especially. So, yeah, again, could see in this one. Okay, that is set up, so that's good. Okay, that game is all set up and ready. I'll just pause the live stream here, guys. I'm not going to end it. I'm just going to be right back because I'll just quickly have a glass of water and just refresh, and then I'll come back on here and we can do some actual tactical analysis, okay? So I'll see you guys in one bit. I'll still keep the suspension up on there for now until, yeah, we get more information. I'll keep you guys tuned in, okay? So see you guys in about 5 minutes, okay? W's, guys. Wait, first I just have to actually copy the temp suspension. There we go. W's. guys, I'm back. I don't know what is happening. Wait a second. There, I'll mute the audio there. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what really happened at the moment. I don't know when the match is going to restart exactly. It is going to restart. Don't worry, it is going to be back today. But yeah, we just have to wait really when the weather's going to get better, you know, because at the moment the weather is not doing it in New York area. New Jersey, just outside, you know. Still says interrupted. Usually the wait time is around 30 minutes, 30-minute wait time on average. Also, I just have to hide this thing here from here, okay. Is around, on average, 30-minute, 40-minute wait time. I think it's been about 20 minutes, so maybe 10 more, and then they'll sort of notify us when the match will restart. Otherwise, yeah, I hope everyone's been having a nice little break there from this match. Definitely hope it restarts soon. We said this yesterday, you know, or this morning, actually, with the Salzburg game. It just depends. I'm actually eating my dinner now while we wait. Got a nice bolognese. But yeah. Thoughts on this match, honestly, though. Palmeiras is definitely going to win this one, I do think. Though, again, the break could help out Ahly. We'll see, though. We'll see. You think 2-1? Yeah, I do think so. The break obviously can help out the team at disadvantage, as we saw with Pachuca yesterday. But yeah, I do think that Ahly have sort of no goal scoring sense. It's actually weird. I did think they would get a couple of goals in this tournament, but no goal scoring sense at all from the Egyptians. Hi, Jan. Welcome back. Yeah, there's just a suspended match again here. This is the third of the tournament as well, which is insanity. The third of the tournament suspended. I'm actually going to pull up a second scoreboard already so we can get ready for that next match, because I do know this match will overrun to the next one. So, yeah, we have to be, you know, up and ready with it. Let me just put this match here. Make sure we're full prepared. But yeah, this match will restart. I'll just remove the 30-minute delay time because it's definitely going to be longer than that. Because if you guys don't know as well, that when the match restarts, they will have to warm up the players again for another 20 minutes or so. So that is a bit disappointing that we have to wait this long. But yeah, unfortunately, there's a cyclone or a hurricane, sorry, over the USA. And then it's got some tailwinds pulling some different storms over the country. Okay, let's get this up. Duplicate tab. When I said I did well on the test, I mean the oral test. I'm not sure about the written test. It was a bit wonky with many mistakes in Bangla and a bit mid-math test. English went easily. Of course, you're very good at English, Ion, as it seems, so W's to that. But yeah, I'm sure you did all right on all of them, to be honest. I wouldn't see you going wrong on your tests. Because you seem very, you know, comprehensive with your knowledge, which is great. You know, I love to see it from my subscribers being smart. Let's go and actually get the other scoreboard here, just ready and set up. Okay, open board. Here we go. Ahly versus Juventus. No more. It will be Inter Miami versus FC Porto. My prediction, Porto do win this one, though. But, you know, you never know what's going to happen. No, but I'm a bit worried, you know, because if I don't get in this school, my parents will be upset, but they won't show it. Okay, well, I hope for you that you get in, bro. I hope that you do get in. And here we go. The players are finally coming out now. My goodness, that took a long time for a cloud that didn't even go over the stadium. Players are coming out, W's. They're coming out here, and yeah, it looks like, yeah, we're going to have no break between both matches. It's just going to be back-to-back once again. So I'll still continue to set up this other, you know, the scoreboard. But yeah, it's going to be the match restarting very soon. The players are going to have to warm up again, maybe. I don't know if the break was that long enough for them to warm up. It was definitely shorter than yesterday's one, but yeah, if it had been any longer, maybe the warm-up will occur. I don't know. We'll still see. But yes, Inter Miami versus FC Porto will be occurring tonight at 10 p.m. in 1 hour exactly from now. So can't wait for that match. I do, again, though, predict Porto for the dub, which we will see, of course, later. Do we have the Porto badge, by the way? Yes, we do. Okay, good. And I don't know if this is the match underway here. I think this is just a replay, it looks like. Yeah, this is a replay of the goal. The match will resume in 5 minutes. Resuming in 5 minutes or 6 minutes. There we go. Never mind, you're a bit worried. A lot worried. That's the only thing I can think about. Try not to have it pressure your mind too much, Ion. You know, that's the best way to have good mental health, you know. Try not to have it too pressuring and just, you know, keep calm. I'm sure you did it good. Just have self-confidence. And you're sticking with your 3-1. Yeah, it's definitely possible now, seeing that the score is 2-0. So 3-1 definitely all for that score. I do think that Ahly will benefit from this break. It will allow them to have, you know, more tactical analysis time. Allow some, you know, key substitutions to be made. The players to refresh themselves. Hi, Elena. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Draws coming out on Sunday or Monday. Until then, there won't be a single smile on your face, and I have a feeling I won't get in, which makes it worse. Well, I'm sure... Just keep positive, bro. That's all I can say. Just make sure to keep positive. Just, I'm not in the situation at the moment that you're in because my scores do come back a little bit later. But yeah, yes, hello, Helena. W's for tuning in. But yeah, hopefully you do. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully you do get the score you want there. Inter Miami FC Porto scoreboard is set up perfectly, though, which is great. Love to see it. And here are the substitutions. So the match is going to be coming underway again. Lovely. The match will be coming underway again any moment. Yo, that's not nice, Elena. That's not nice. I'll do a hot pink background color for Inter Miami scoreboard. We haven't actually done a scoreboard for Inter Miami because the first game I didn't have the scoreboard software, but... Here we go. The substitutions have been made. Didn't really expect this match to restart now, but yeah, it came back at the right time to the stream. Ahmed R has been subbed on. Let's see if there's any other subs here. Yeah, just Ahmed R at the moment, it looks like. So it actually looks like that Ahly has changed sort of their substitutions from the initial, before the break there. So they have changed it. 2-1 prediction, so, you know, possible again as well, Elena. And, yeah, you don't do schooling exams for others, and it's not the end of the world if you don't get exactly how you want. Things will always come up. Yeah, exactly, CDF. W positivity, you know. It's just like with the A-level results too. If I don't get the ones I want, I don't think for my current university they're required. I will say this, but if I don't get the ones that I want, always there is the retake window. There's going to be some other things coming up. Of course, the YouTube is a big part of my, you know, trying to continue. But yeah, biggest thing, exactly what CDF said. Don't stress about it and just keep a positive sort of outlook on your thing. It's worse to dwell negatively, I will say. Just try and be a little bit upbeat. Yeah, W's Ion for sharing that as well. That's something most people are going through now, especially when the exam seasons have come and finished. And I also took the exam with me, but she was taking it for class 3. Okay, I see. Oh, that's why he's saying Ion noob. Nah, you should have been nicer there, Elena. Now that every team has each played a game, what team do I think looks the strongest out of the 32 teams? Yeah, so I've watched all of the teams at the moment, and the strongest team, which I did predict going to the final, is PSG. PSG are the strongest. I think the next strongest would probably be... Let's have a look here. I think maybe Juventus, just based on, you know, I know they were versing a weaker team. Ahly, obviously not up to standards with their previous AFC Champions League runs, not last season, the season before. But yeah, I do think PSG is the strongest team out of all of them. Juventus do make an impact, And also, I think one other team you could watch out for is probably going to be, let me just see, just the score, Bayern, I guess. But they were versing a pretty easy team. Chelsea with Liam Delap, it looks good. Chelsea with Liam Delap looked very good instead of Nicholas Jackson. I will have to say that was a definite change from Chelsea's normal gameplay style. I really think Nicholas Jackson hinders Chelsea's actual style they're trying to go for with Enzo Maresca. Playing Liam Delap, dropping back in, and he was providing some crosses. He got an assist in that game for Enzo. He provided crosses, dropped back deep. He really provides some counterplay. So, yeah, I do think Liam Delap is going to sort of change Chelsea, and I think he's going to make them stronger than what they appeared on paper from that 2-0 win against LAFC, because they actually seemed like they could go deep into this tournament with him at the front there. So, definitely watch out for Chelsea. I do think so. Cole Palmer having a bit of an off game for that one, by the way. Hopefully that changes, because I know Cole Palmer is one of the people that I think is the most exciting in football at the moment. We can remove that severe weather temp check there. And now, also forgot to say, Patrick Bateman, thank you for tuning into the stream. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, PSG strongest. The match is about to start here any second now. All the Palmeiras fans have their shirts off, except for the girls. And it is going to start. As a Madrid fan, what do I think of the Trent debut? There's a problem with Trent, and the Trent problem is that he inverts, and we still need Carvajal, and that's the problem with him, really, that he's not a right back. I know that we bought him as a right back. I know he's technically a right back in positioning, but he moves in too far into the midfield. He was leaving the space open. It's the same as Vazquez, and Vazquez isn't a right back. So that's the big problem with Trent. He's too involved into the midfield there. He needs to stay on the side and defend, kind of like what Dani Carvajal does for Real Madrid. And that's why we need Carvajal still back into this game. And maybe play Trent as similar to like kind of what Ahly is lining up now. Because currently Ahly is lining up with a... also, the match has just restarted here. So I should start this timer. Ahly is lining up with a 4-3-1-2. Which I think is what Real Madrid should line up with, where we have Carvajal in the right back, Trent as a right wing back, where Fathy is playing, and then we also have Cam Jude, Valverde in the centre there, centre of the park. We have, we can even play on the left, and then we have Tchouameni in the centre of the park as well. You can play as the two strikers. I feel like it would be good to play Kylian and Vinny as strikers. Sub on Rodrigo as a super sub, along with Mastua Tuono when he comes back into the team from River Plate after this tournament. I think left back Fran Garcia is good. And, of course, playing Valverde on the left mid position there is really going to open up him to, continuing his defensive duties that he was doing as a sub right back when we needed him most. So I do think this is a better formation, a 4-3-1-2. You're saying here, though, you need a new formation that suits the players, maybe a 3-4-3 with Trent as the right man, Rodrigo as the right wing. Yeah, that could work as well. 3 centre-backs would be Asensio, Rudiger, and Højlundsson. I think playing 2 centre-backs and having Asensio as a sub would be more ideal, just because Asensio is very, erratic and spontaneous with some of his decision-making skills. Definitely not great. He did give away the penalty, and he's not just been like that in one game. It's been like throughout the whole season. I do see him very good, though. Very good upcoming talent, but definitely not a starter, in my opinion, just yet. Especially now Højlundsson's in the team. He would be if Højlundsson wasn't there, but Højlundsson's just a way better defender than him, sorry to say. And, yeah, I can see Raul improving if he just works on, his smart, gameplay IQ, because at the moment his gameplay IQ is a little bit lower than what I would expect from a Real Madrid centre-back. And that is going to be a foul for Palmeiras. Piquerez just getting injured there by, it looks like to be Atia. I don't know. No, it's Ahmed, the new substitute. Ahmed Ramadan does the foul there. Just have a little bit of my meal. Free kick for Palmeiras in an attacking situation. The this could be the 3-0 here. Also, I should add 2 minutes to the time because I didn't start the clock immediately. There we go. What am I eating? Spaghetti bolognese. Brilliant meal. One of my favorites as well. So it's a W. Here we go. Palmeiras taking from the corner position almost. Here we go. Free kick coming in. And that is cleared away by Ahly. And it's going to be Palmeiras still with the ball. This is number 11 cutting it. And that is going to be almost a goal. Holy, how did they miss that one? There's a shot. Defended by Ahly. And this is going to be a continued play for Ahly. This is a fast breakaway. I don't know. That was bad ball IQ actually there because they should have really passed to the right side. Number 19 calling should be passing to him. What is happening? And it's just given away. Pass to number 19. He's got the whole field open to him, Ahly. Bad ball IQ from them. Now it's Palmeiras on the breakaway. Here's Estevao. With the ball, he's offside. That's going to be a kick there. Free kick. Poor play from Ahly on that counter there. Really should have played this on the right side. What are they doing? There's the whole field open on the right. No defender was there. Play there. He's free on the right, and you go and pass to the mark side. Doesn't matter. Palmeiras still looking very dominant in this half. I do hope that we can get a goal from Ahly just to show, their attacking sort of play style. They haven't really showcased it too much here, and I'm a bit disappointed by that because we know how attacking this team can be. Picaret's taking a throw in here in the defensive half. Truly, thanks, Dino, for lining up our day. Truly appreciate it. No problem, Ian. It's just what I do. It's my duty, 3-1 could actually happen if Ahly can finish chances. Exactly. Exactly. If they can finish chances, it would be good. Definitely not great from them at the moment. You swear, is it just me or does the ball move super slow on this pitch? It's because, and I have a theory about this, CDF. So if you didn't know, these are all NFL stadiums, right? And they use turf. Now, for the NFLs, when they wanted to do this, right? When they wanted to do Club World Cup, prior to the tournament, like a week prior, I think, or 2 weeks prior, I think it was 2 weeks prior, they went and laid temporary grass over the whole field. So it's on top of turf, actually. The grass is on top of turf. You can actually see the grass isn't fully, grown into the ground yet. Because there's the individual squares. Look at the screen here. If you're watching the game, you can see individual square patches of grass. So that's why the grass here is really, not great quality. I hope it's not like this for the World Cup because it's actually going to be a bit, poor. And yeah, of course, rain is going to slow down the pitch a little bit more. Though the MetLife Stadium hasn't actually experienced rain just yet because that was a false call for the severe weather. It's actually not even gone towards them, the cloud there. Yeah, you can see the joints between the grass. Some of them aren't actually, some of them aren't visible enough, but some of them you can actually see the grass is actually lifted up in certain portions. This is what I'm saying, though. I don't think it was really a great idea to host in the USA, just because there's no proper, football tournament location, exactly like you said, Ion. No proper location to host these games. I mean, it would be fine if the stadium actually had grass quality on the field. I mean, I don't get why NFL stadiums don't use grass when it's actually, softer, prevents more injuries. It's definitely better for kicking on than turf. But yeah, you can see that this grass has got a lot of holes and gaps in it, which is probably preventing the ball from moving in certain sections. Especially it's over turf as well, so it's not even rooted in the ground. It's actually just a patch of grass on top of turf, which is not great. Again, hope this is not like it for the World Cup stadium, because that's not going to be great, Yeah, the more you focus on it, the more bumps and ripples you can see in the ground. Let's just hope that this isn't, again, World Cup quality grass. Hopefully they lay it a couple of months before, take out the turf at these stadiums. Don't know why, NFL need turf for their grounds. England, the best place for tournaments. Really any footballing countries' grounds are good for tournaments. Like, even here in Saudi, you get grass better quality than this, and the temperature is way higher. But, yeah, perfect pitch and great atmosphere. And, for Prem games, stadium always full. And you also have, the highest pitch quality. But, yeah, I mean, it's just a bit disappointing, really, that there was so much preparation for this tournament. The tournament was called out, a year ago, and they only laid the grass 2 weeks ago. It should have been laid, or around 2 weeks ago. I'm not too exactly sure when they laid it, but it looks very fresh because there's not even joints in some of the grass. There's like, clear holes. Okay, Ahly on an attack here. Enough about the grass, though. I can't complain about everything, This is now with the ball. Palmeiras defending nicely. Ahly actually win the ball back there, and it's a continuation of play. Palmeiras do just clear this one back down the field. Ahly now with the ball. Neymar's dad actually got to stop the app. He said Neymar is associated with Bus. Yeah, Neymar's dad, the only person you can trust with transfers, as I always say, Fabrizio, never trust any other source. Even Neymar's dad. Neymar's dad doesn't know anything. He's just saying stuff to try and create rumors. No club wants Neymar because he's too injury prone, I mean, he's too much of a liability. He didn't play any games in Halal, basically. He played like 4 games. And he was there for 2 years. That's a bit embarrassing. 4 games in 2 years. And then Santos, he's played like 10 games only, and he's injured again. Not played any games for Brazil. I mean, it's just a bit poor from Neymar, really. Estevao with the ball. Estevao passing out to the side here on the left. Now with the ball, it's number 8 for Palmeiras. It's Rios. Rios, cross coming in. And header, just almost on target there, really, by, who is that? I think that is Torres, it looks like. And yeah, vamos Palmeiras. Exactly, DinoDoomz. Also, DinoDoomz, we played your recommended game, FNAF, the Mimic game, Mystery of the Mimic. Make sure to check that stream out if you want to see the part 1 of it. I actually got raged so much in that game, though. I got raged so much, bro. Actually insane. But yeah, his first days in Santos, guys thinking we were about to see Neymar 2.0. Yeah, but I mean, I always knew this was the case. Neymar getting too injured, I think it's just time to retire, really. Because there's obviously not much more life of football left in him in terms of playing capacity. There's a cross by what looks to be Estevao, I think, did that cross. I know it's so unexpected. Yeah, I know. Especially, the robot in the fair room, if you know what I mean. The one where you have to not get spotted. That guy got me real good. Like my first crash out on stream, really. That rage bait was crazy, exactly. We did complete it, which is good. So at least I don't have to start with that in part 2. One last dance at the World Cup, yeah, honestly. But, I mean, he's kind of taking up capacity in the Brazil team. I don't know, though, who he could really play instead of, though. That Brazil team looking good. It's just that Don Carlo needs to put a bit of passion into them because their teamwork isn't there. They're more individual brilliance, and that's something that Don Carlo needs to fix because the Brazil team would be great if they could all play together. Did you play the other 2? Not yet, DinoDoomz. I've had only time, really, each day to play 1 game, so yeah, just that game first, and then we'll go and play the other ones. But we have to first finish off, the different series we got. We got the Deltarune Chapter 2. We have to finish off that tomorrow. We got a bunch of different ones to finish off as well. Goal kick. Free kick for Ahly. Someone tell Polgrad to put the fries in the bag because Monaco's actually trying to buy him. But he isn't. I don't think he wants to go to Monaco, to be honest. I think he wants to go to a better club. He thinks he's better quality, which he is. Sorry about that. Ronaldo wasn't facing the cam because he was looking at the Sprite canister. So I turned that off there. 73rd minute right now at this game. Palmeiras now passing on this side. It is now with the ball. Number 7 is just passing it forward here. This is a good chance for Palmeiras, actually. Estevao open on the right side. And that is going to be a corner for Palmeiras. Brilliant tackle there, really, by Ahmed Ramadan. But, it's not good enough. Ahly really need to lock in here if they want to get a goal. They really need to, provide a little bit more quality on the attack because their defense has been good in both games. It's just the attack that really has not been it. I know there's 2 goals. You can argue defensive, duties weren't done, but it is too early still. But what team do you think has been the biggest disappointment? Yeah, it has been a little bit too early, but I've actually got a couple because a couple of these teams really have just been a bit disappointing in their games. The first one for me is obviously Atleti, 4-0 loss. I mean, I'm a Real Madrid supporter, but Atleti losing 4-0 like that, in that fashion, weren't even trying at some points in that game, really. It just looked like they wanted PSG to score, so that's a big disappointment for me. I know they'll get through in the round of 16. There's literally no chance they won't get through. And exactly as Ayana said here, Dortmund as well. Dortmund definitely huge disappointment for me, really. A 0-0 draw. Who was it to? Fluminense. But it's not even just that Fluminense is not good, because they are good. It's fine to get a 0-0 draw. It's just that they didn't even look interested in playing. Poor substitutions from the coach. Jobsha started that game. He was actually really good quality. But yeah, just not great from Dortmund at all. They looked like they were really just over the game, didn't want to play. Let's see if there's any real other disappointments here. I felt a bit disappointed in Man City not winning more against Casablanca, just by the fact that they have the quality, and we've got team Juventus here winning against Ahly, which is arguably a better team than Casablanca when they're on form, Ahly. But yeah, Man City winning only 2-0 and then saying that they're possible favourites for the tournament is not in my prediction here. I don't think that they're going that great at the moment for me. Benfica and Boca Juniors bringing the South American vibes with fights and a little bit of Yoga Bonito. Yeah, exactly. That game was very enjoyable to watch, actually, Benfica, Boca. I loved Di Maria penalty was perfect, and Otamendi scoring there, of course, the second goal. The 2 Argentinians contributing for Benfica in that game, of course. You can write a better script for that one. Any other disappointments? Inter was a bit disappointing against Monterrey. I actually think a dark horse. You think the dark horse will be Fluminense? I think the dark horse is going to be Monterrey. No doubt about it. They look good. They actually look like a very good team. Especially Sergio Ramos in the back end there. He's the first player to score in both Club World Cup old and new format. And he is definitely leading that defense with, insane quality. Quality that we don't really expect from Monterrey until, you go and watch their games and you see that type of stuff. Here is a cooling break. Paulinho is actually coming on, which is going to be a good chance for Palmeiras to spice up their attack here. Something that they're going to actually require to get a third goal, because the attack is starting to die down a little bit based on just, lapses in energy and concentration from Palmeiras. We're seeing Ahly gaining a little bit more possession here. At the first half, really, Ahly had almost all dominance for that whole first half. And then as soon as the second half started, that own goal really tipped the scales here and has brought Palmeiras back fully into this game. Sundowns. Also, I expect them to get to round of 16 in their group. Their group is, let's see who's in their group, within Dortmund, Fluminense, Sundowns, and Ulsan Hyundai. Ulsan not getting a single point. I'm sorry, they're not getting a point in this competition. I mean, they could fluke one, but at the moment they're staying on 0 points for me. I actually said Sundowns do get through to the round of 16 just based on the win in their first game. Dortmund don't look good. Sundowns had the highest possession rate out of any team in this tournament, and the most accurate passes with the most passes done. So I do think Sundowns will get through to round of 16. I do think Fluminense possibly could, especially since that if Dortmund lose to Sundowns and Fluminense win against Ulsan Hyundai, that's immediately Dortmund almost fully kicked out of this competition here. So definitely, I do think that Sundowns is going to be sort of a dark horse in this tournament, just like Monterrey. Madrid is a high upset, especially with new signings and manager. Trent was bad just based on the fact he inverted. Otherwise, he was showing quality on defensive capabilities. But I wouldn't say it was an upset, because Halal is the best team in that group by far, along with Madrid. Dean Hoyinson was very good, exactly, King Dunes. But Halal, just based off, I watch SPL. That's classic Halal gameplay there. How they played, definitely, I was expecting a draw for that game just based on the quality even though, supporting Real Madrid and supporting Al Nassr, hating on Hilal, but was expecting a draw because of the quality. Madrid and Hilal will both qualify to round of 16 easily, even though Salzburg have first in the group, because I don't see Madrid losing to Pachuca and Salzburg. I just don't see it. Hilal, I don't see losing to both either. Both teams, I feel like the reason Salzburg got the point is because they are just slightly, better than Pachuca in terms of the more aggressive gameplay. We did see Pachuca getting a point back from after the, course, interruption due to weather. But then, they just really lost all momentum near the end of that game when Salzburg scored a second to make it 2-1. And, it was just really over for them. But Salzburg, genuinely an average attack. Xabi's tactics, I feel like Xabi's tactics really rely on more team-based passing, and we did see with Gonzalo's goal. We saw what he requires there, a lot of passing, sort of similar to how he has, of course, Grand Xhaka and Florian Wirtz as like the main passers of the Bayer Leverkusen team. But of course, Real Madrid doesn't have those types of playmakers in their team, two playmakers of that quality. So we're going to have to rely on more, attacking-based play. Xabi hasn't had too much time with the team. I think his lineup at the start was poor. I think he should have gone with Vinny and striker, Rodrigo left wing, Arda Güler as a starting player. But definitely I don't think Gonzalo was the right choice as a striker, though he won player of the match. I know that. I know he got the player of the match and he did score, but I think Vinny and playing Arda as a starter would have been a better thing, especially since Mbappe is sick. Vinny was getting played too. Yeah, exactly. It's because João Cancelo, even though he's not playing for Portugal national team, and I'll say in a minute why I think he shouldn't play for Portugal national team, he is very good on the defensive. He's very good at bringing the ball out in the attack. And he has that quality that Al Hilal really needed to sort of pocket Vinny in that game. Early World Cup 2026 winner, if you can only pick 3 countries. Portugal clear favourites for this next World Cup. I hope they win it for Ronaldo, but I do think they are clear favourites. Their squad is stacked with talent. The squad is behind Ronaldo, and there is a reason why. I think that there was a lot of negative sort of presences on that Portugal squad prior to the Nations League. In the Euros, we saw it especially. I don't think it's a good idea keeping Cancelo on that Portugal team. He really does not bring any, nice presence on that team. He really is just for himself in that and not really for the Portugal as a whole. Definitely, I think it was better leaving him out, and we saw that. The whole Portugal team working together. We had Bruno, Nuno Mendes showing up. We had, of course, João Felix even on the bench. He was happy. He was celebrating with everyone. And João Neves, Leao performing. That's something that we didn't really see in the Euros. We didn't see a Portugal coherent squad. We didn't see Nuno Mendes performing at the level he was. We didn't see Leao performing at a good level. But now, they're starting to perform like that. Ronaldo could have performed a bit better in the final just because he said he had a knee injury the whole time, had to be subbed off due to injury. I'm going to take his word for it, of course. But yeah, they're playing for the badge now. Much rather than, selfish intentions that the previous coach really instilled. And that's why I think Roberto Martinez genuinely is a good sort of coach for Portugal, because I think Portugal don't need tactics more than they need, a morale-boosting coach. Because Portugal have all the individual quality to really not need the best of tactics. As we saw in the Euros and the Nations League, they beat Spain really with pretty average tactics. It was just really just pass down the field to the wingers and then cross in until you get a goal. But yeah, it's individual quality that is shining for Portugal, and then they're playing all together, and that's the biggest thing for a team anyway. But yeah, Portugal, biggest favourites for the World Cup. Spain as well, big favourites. And then probably one other, I'm thinking Morocco is a dark horse just because they've got now Rahimi, Bunu, Hakimi. They've got a lot of different players. They've got Amrabat for both Fenerbahce and Casablanca. They got a lot of different quality there. Morocco, I do think that they will be sort of a dark horse, not a favourite to win it, but a dark horse in that tournament. But yeah, I do think that Portugal and Spain are going to be favourites to win. Not England. I don't think England are, unfortunately for England fans, because England definitely don't. They're the same as Portugal, really. They've got the quality. They need a coach that can actually make them play as a team. They're not playing as a team still. And we saw that where some of their passes just not going to each other. They're misinterpreting where each other is going to be. And I think that's the worst thing. France, yeah, Deschamps needs to leave. Deschamps needs to leave. His time's up. Poor squad selection in the Nations League. I feel like he didn't really have any tactics against Spain. He could have easily won it. He could have won that game if France actually woke up instead of playing, poor subs and putting Colin Wani on at the very last minute. I mean, I don't really like Colin Wani in the France team just because I feel like he misses too many easy chances. But as we saw him in Juventus, he has that quality with the header. He scored 2 goals for Juventus last night against Ahly. He has brilliant quality. But yeah, France with Zidane as a manager, I could see them going all the way, I could see them getting to a final again because they've got the best quality of any squad in the world, possibly instead of Spain. Spain have good quality, but France is supposed to have the best quality team. Mbappe, Doué, Turkey, Saliba, they've got the whole bundle. I know France was missing some players in the Nations League as well. Saliba, Koundé were missing, but it's just Deschamps playing 4 wingers as a starter, 4 right wingers when there's clearly opportunity to play. Colin Wani as a starting striker, bring on, another winger in case near the end. Subbing off Doué at halftime, that was poor when he was the best player in the game. And Turkey changing the game when he came on. He should have been a starter in that match as well. Ahly just taking a shot from outside the box there. And yeah, so they're my things. I think Spain, Portugal, France, definitely all favourites for the next World Cup. France, I do think, is a bit less than the other two until the new coach comes in. Portugal, I think, are the biggest favourites. Carlos Puy said that himself. He said that Portugal are the biggest favourites just because of this, team spirit playing together. Spain actually show that as well. They have a team spirit playing together, and that's why they did so well in the Euros. They're all playing for the badge, the Spanish team, forgetting, the Real Madrid-Barca rivalries, the other rivalries, because most of them are from La Liga, obviously, so most of them have, interpret rivalries. Same with Argentina, really, too. Argentina team playing all together as one. Unlike Argentina, these countries, you would get better sportsmanship for the losing team also. Yeah, exactly. France versus Portugal in the final would be interesting, Mbappe versus Ronaldo in the 2026 World Cup final. 2025 is going fast, so I'm excited. Yeah, I know, I can't wait for the 2026 World Cup, really. It's getting closer. It's now less than a year away. But yeah, W's. Hopefully we can go there. Hopefully there's not this type of weather during the World Cup, but yeah, here's a chance for Palmeiras, by the way. Just a shot there over the bar by number 5 for Palmeiras. That was a poor shot. But yeah, hope you guys agree with my predictions. Otherwise, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me just read some of the comments you said. You're sorry about your opinion. Wash Pogba better than Tchouaméni because he's inconsistent. Yeah, Tchouaméni a little bit inconsistent. I do think he's good, but he is playing centre-back, Again, this is a problem with Real Madrid. Positioning players that aren't playing their proper position. Play Tchouaméni CDM. Stop playing him in the centre-back position. He's not a centre-back. Same with Vazquez. He's getting too much hate for playing a position he isn't. Inzaghi as the manager of Hilal is definitely going to be a big game changer next season. Hilal is going to be definitely a favourite for the title. I know Etihad did win it this year, but Hilal were off form. Jorge Jesus not making, the relevant tactical changes throughout the season. I think Jorge Jesus is sort of similar to Carlo Ancelotti, sort of playing individual brilliance over everything else. I feel like that Al Nassr, when they get Miguel Conceição as the coach, I think that's their coach getting. I think that's him. It's Conceição's dad. Yeah, I can't wait for him to come in. He'll bring the attacking desire that Al Nassr need to win the SPL, definitely. Hopefully Al Nassr can win it. I want Ronaldo to really win, a major trophy for Al Nassr. I know he did win one, but, a very major trophy, like the league, the AFC Champions League. We're not even in it next year. We're in the Champions League 2, which is annoying. But still, if we lose the Champions League 2, that is going to be the worst, genuinely ever, because the Champions League 2 has got literally no one good in it. The SPL teams are the only good teams in Champions League 2, and there's only one of us, which is Al Nassr. So if we lose Champions League 2 to some random, Iran 17th pole position team, then honestly, I won't get it. I won't get what's wrong with Al Nassr. It's still management fault, really, for having an Al Hilal fan as the board manager, which, I mean, why have another club's fan as your manager for your board? Kicking out our CEO, who is an Al Nassr fan. again, it's just poor quality. Former Al Nassr player, CEO, and he's kicked out, and he sent a message in the morning when he wakes up saying he's fired. Like, who even does that? But yeah, this is going to be 88 minutes now on the clock here after this, like, you know, big rant about the Al Nassr management there. But regardless, 88 minutes on the clock here. Now, smash like if you agree with my ideas, or if you have your own, let me know. But Palmeiras are going to win this game nice and easily. It's going to be the first win in Group A, and it's going to really establish Palmeiras as getting through to the round of 16, which I had Ahly as getting through to round of 16, so already I'm getting wrong on my predictions here. I thought Ahly would be, you know, brilliant in the attack. I made the predictions like 2 days ago. I thought they would be really, you know, the team to finish first in this group, just because of the fact that they're, I feel, a bit of a dark horse. But yeah, no, not anymore. Yeah, they just absolute thrown this tournament. I feel like they're not attacking well. The Palmeiras fans out in full force here in the stadium, by the way. They've got like tifos and everything. And this is what you see with the Brazilian clubs, you know, perfect tifos. They're always there for the support as well. All the Brazilian clubs have full capacity support. Ahly average, yeah, I mean, they're the second most decorated club in the world, but they're playing average in this tournament. Definitely not how they usually play. The Egyptian club definitely not representing African football with its best nature. I think, personally, there should have been another SPL club in this tournament instead of Ahly. If you know, Ahly is from UAE League. I think they shouldn't have been in the tournament just because they're not quality. I think that Ahly Saudi should have been in this tournament just because they won the AFC Champions League, or Etihad for winning the league in 2 years period from this year and not last year, the year before. So I don't know why Etihad, who is currently the best SPL team, aren't in it. Don't know why Napoli aren't in it. I don't know why Sporting aren't in it. I mean, there's so many teams missing here. Porto's in it, but Sporting's not. Yeah, weird. Sporting win the league 2 years in a row and aren't in this tournament. Benfica are in it instead of Sporting as well, which is insane. Liverpool missing. Arsenal missing. And what's my 2026 World Cup prediction? Portugal win. Portugal win the tournament. That's why I say for the 2026 World Cup prediction, because I love Portugal. Yeah, FIFA picking, you know, the wrong teams here for this tournament, really. I would have liked the tourney more if it was actually the best teams in the world. Even Speed asking the FIFA president on when he was on his stream, why is Barca not in the tournament? When Barca won La Liga. It's like, why aren't they? And that is a shot by Ahly, just deflected away by Weverton, and that is going to be a throw-in for Ahly. Yeah, Portugal, definitely the favourites for this World Cup. Not just glazing them as well, because I like Ronaldo. I do think that they have some of the best squad quality in the world now. I've been watching Vitinha's games more and more. I used to not like him. In the Euros, I really did not like that guy. I'm sorry, any Portugal fans. I was watching him in the Euros, and I thought he was massively overrated. But watching more of his games now for PSG, I can start to understand a little bit on, you know, why he is so, you know, talented. He's very good in the skills base. Vision's very good. I think maybe passes back slightly too much. But other than that, I think he's a very good player now. Just maybe cut back slightly on the passing back. Same with Declan Rice as well. Declan Rice does the same thing for England. Passes back a bit too much, but he's got that amazing quality. 2030 Portugal matches, you'll try to go to them. Yeah, definitely for the 2031, especially if the channel is popping off, guys. That's why I ask you guys to subscribe, you know, so we can stream and commentate on these matches live in the stadium. You know, Spain are favourites, younger, battle-tested, defending champs. Yeah, definitely. I really had Spain and Portugal sort of equal with favourites. Also, Estevao has just been voted player of the match here for Palmeiras, though he hasn't scored. I think he's made, you know, brilliant impact for Palmeiras in this game. Definitely has got 7.1 rating, though, again, this is voted by fans, so they're just voting the fan favourites, really, not an actual, you know, good player. I'm not saying Estevao's bad. I'm not saying that, sorry, if that came across wrong. I mean, like, not the best player. It is player voted. I mean, fan voted. It was like with the Dortmund match. Kobel should have won man of the match. He had the best rating on FootMob, but not just that. He had the best statistical analysis, you know, when I was watching the game, he definitely was making double saves, saved Dortmund a number of times from Fluminense, and didn't get it. I don't get that. This is now a chance for Palmeiras. Here's a shot, and it just goes out, and it's going to be a corner for Palmeiras. Hi, AR, welcome to the stream. João Neves, 100% underrated, yeah. Sorry I didn't see your thing there, King Dooms from before. 100% João Neves is underrated. And, yeah, just on the point of Spain, definitely Spain are going to be favourites along with Portugal. I think both are going to be favourites for this next tournament. Of course, Spain have, the younger squad. Their squad's very good. But Portugal playing together, it seems like no one can stop them when they're all playing as a team, to be honest. And we saw that deeper in the Nations League as well. We saw, really, their response to Germany's opening goal, right, was brilliant. When Germany scored, Florian Wirtz providing, I think it was the goal. And then it was just full-on Portugal attack. Germany, no possession, basically, in the second half. And then for the Spain game, Spain scoring again. Portugal just going at it, getting the equaliser as well through both Nuno Mendes, who's outstanding. He should win the Ballon d'Or. I'm sorry, guys. Nuno Mendes should win Ballon d'Or. Defenders don't get rated enough for what they do. And he has been class throughout the whole season. Not even just like Dembele, where he was class for maybe a little bit after December, starting then. But Nuno Mendes, the whole season, he's been insane. And goal kick for Palmeiras. Unless this is a corner. Wait, we're seeing here, there's a little bit of a fight breaking out between Ahly and Palmeiras. It looks like there's going to be a double yellow card gifted here. Anthony Taylor just gifting out cards like it's Christmas here. Oh, Anthony Taylor, why do you gift so many yellow cards? Why do you do this, bro? I don't know why you do this. Genuinely, center of attention man at his best again, you know. Richard Rios got the yellow card there. Palmeiras, number 8. 30 seconds left of this match. And then in 5 minutes, we already have the next match. So, make sure to stay tuned for that one. Go on to the next match. You know, it's already up on the channel. So have that open, guys. And we can talk more on there, you know, about different stuff. I do expect Porto to win the game, though I wouldn't be surprised if Inter Miami do get a sudden goal, you know. Because in the last game against Ahly, they actually had... you know, nice attack. Their defense was the best, though, through Ustari. Like, the actual defenders weren't good, but the goalkeeper was exceptional, like, out of this world exceptional. He was genuinely the best player on that game. And full time here for Ahly versus Palmeiras. There is the clock going to a stop there. And it looks like the game is ended with 2-0 Palmeiras win. Which is a big win for them, really. The first sort of win in Group A. Do I see any MLS teams going to round 16? Originally, I didn't have Inter Miami going to round 16, but just, you know, based on this Group A's quality, I can see them maybe jagging a win against Porto and, you know, securing a round of 16 place possibly. Of course, a win against Porto would mean they really only have to draw the next match, I think, to get into round of 16. But the best MLS team I've watched out of all the games has been Seattle Sounders. Their result didn't show it. They did lose, I think, who did they lose to? Let me just bring this back up here. I can't remember their last game. Who did they lose to again? Yeah, Botafogo. They did lose to Botafogo 2-1. Of course, we when I was watching them, I really thought their football was fluent. It was very good. You know, definitely not on what I expected from MLS, you know. I expected from MLS a little bit lower quality football, but Seattle really disproved me there. So I can see Seattle going through just based on the fact that they could jag a win here against Atleti, move up into the positions, you know, where they can get through, because PSG against Botafogo will push Botafogo down if Seattle get a win. And it will cause Seattle to sort of tie with them, I think. It'll be on second place tied with Botafogo. But yeah, Atleti haven't been on good form, though I do think Atleti might get this win against Seattle just because of, you know, Atleti can show this sort of quality. But otherwise, yeah, that is my predictions for the best MLS team in this tournament. Seattle Sounders, a bit underrated, I will say. Hi, Issa. Hi, Nerosion. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. We're actually ending up the stream here because the next match is starting in 5 minutes. So jump on over to the next one and we'll continue streaming. Inter Miami versus FC Porto. Could Inter Miami really possibly secure a round of 16 spot? You're coming to Saudi in 2 days. W's, Issa. Ooh, let's go. But yes, we'll jump over to the next stream now, guys. Like up, sub up if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Literally a minute. Goodbye, guys.